Welcome to Patrick Roberts, our new timeline.
Hello, it's me. You know, indoctrination started while we were still naive. Programming our beliefs. That inertia is the reason we don't feel the earth spinning. Hello, can you hear me? Did you ever stop to question the confession of gravity as a theory? Funny thing, force alone can be explained with buoyancy and density. The sun is closer than what they told us, not 90 million miles away. From the inside, I'm here to tell you not to lie. And as a space probe and those planets you fly so under the stars, operation fears there never was a South Pole. We're surrounded by walls of ice, and we clearly live inside of the glass door. Hello, how are you? Did you get a chance to join Flight Earth and Globe discussion group to discover all the truth? How the sun, the moon, the stars are all revolving around you. There's no more secret. The earth is stationary, it is mixed unmovable. Hello from my brighter side. They fooled you with that CGI. Sending rockets into the sea, and they're faking that life. ISS fear. No matter how high you go, horizons rise to eye level. Greatest fiction, show you won't need your guidance and support the changes and
All right, guys. How's everybody doing? Welcome, Floyd. Welcome, Sunny3. Welcome, Bolt Gun. How's everybody tonight? I have been... it's been a long day. My last video has been taken down, I guess. I got a warning. So the next time, I guess I go against medical advice uh, or anything against COVID-19, I guess. Talking anything against it is a no. So you can't have a theory, or you can't say anything against the CDC, I guess. I will punch them up and actually read what they had sent me. Your content violated YouTube's community guidelines and has been removed. Our team has reviewed your content, and unfortunately, we think it violates our medical misinformation policy. We've removed the following content from YouTube: the video talking Mandela effect, COVID, and everything else under the fake sun. I think I may have gotten myself by putting COVID in the headline. I probably shouldn't have did that. That probably got caught. That's probably how I got caught. And then it says, if you think we've made a mistake, of course you can appeal it. How your content violated the policy. YouTube doesn't allow claims about COVID-19 vaccinations that contradict expert consensus from local health authorities or the World Health Organization, WHO. And it, of course, has learn more. Click here. I did click here, and let's see what. We know that this might be disappointing. YouTube doesn't allow claims against COVID-19. Yeah, that contradict. Okay, here's the thing that COVID-19 medical misinformation policy. The safety of our creators, viewers, and partners in our highest priority, and we look to each of you to help us protect this unique and vibrant community. It's important you understand our community guidelines and the role they play in our shared responsibility to keep YouTube safe. Please take the time to carefully read the policy below. You can also check out this page for a full list of our guidelines. YouTube doesn't allow content about COVID-19 that possesses a serious risk of egregious harm. YouTube doesn't allow content that spreads medical misinformation that contradicts local health authorities or the World Health Organization. Medical information about COVID-19. This is limited to content that contradicts WHO or local health authorities' guides on treatment, prevention, diagnostic, and transmission. YouTube's policies on COVID-19 are subject to change in response to change to global or local health authorities' guidance on the virus. This policy was published. So I gotta be very careful now how I write things, speak things. My son pointed out how the moon was next to the sun yesterday at 10 a.m. Yeah, moon and sun fucking all over the place. Can any glober out there explain the North Star? Maybe because you don't have a mask on in your pic. We can say to Glober, explain the half moon. The who? I can't see it. Welcome, Karen. So, yeah, I will show you guys. Let me unplug the phone here. Pretty much, pretty much anybody can look that up. Oops. Yeah, it's kind of hard, but you can kind of punch that up yourselves. I mean, that's the policy right there. And then this is all their YouTube bullshit. They gave me a warning this time, but they did take another video of mine down because I played the I played Divergent. I played the Divergent, just the promo. I didn't think it would be any problem to play the damn promo. I mean, the fuck that. So, anyways, they took that video down because I played the promo to Divergent. This is fucking getting ridiculous. I got another question for you guys, and this may very well come down. How would you guys feel, or anybody that would watch this after this? You can put your comment in the. What would you do? Is my question. What would you do if they came around and told you that you had to have the COVID test done and proof of vaccination in order to work at your job? What would you do? Because this is starting to come around. They're starting. Well, they've been talking about it for a while, but I guess they're starting to get serious, and they're actually implementing it in some countries like Australia. And there is a video. Hey, Brenda. There's a video I'd like you guys to check out. This is like freaking crazy. Let me see if I can get it punched up here. Let's see. Okay, hold on a second. Let me check something out here first. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to play it on here because I'm not going to be able to pull it up on the YouTube because it was sent to me through Messenger from, it's from a news station. So I'll just play it on here. Should be able to see it. All right, here we go. Now, what he just did is he choked that student out, or this young kid, he choked out till he passed out, and then he threw him down and then picked him up like he was nothing. This is like beyond fucking nuts, and it's they were saying it's all because he wasn't wearing a mask. Let's play that again. Now, would you say them people have no empathy, no soul? Where is somebody straight headed to knock that damn dude out, or jump in there and do something, say something? I mean, what the fuck is going on? This is crazy. So I don't know. This fucking place is becoming beyond crazy. He's probably has a concussion, yes, and facial injuries. So yeah, a major lawsuit coming by the parents. I hope he's rich and has lawyers. Yeah, cowards. Exactly. I mean, what? Not one adult stood up and said no to that and stopped that guy. I mean, oh, if that was my kid, I would be beating that dude's ass. Oh man. This is how bad the fucking mask ordeal is getting. You know, now I'm getting to the point now. Okay, they're gonna start. I mean, they've been kicking people off left and right. So no, I don't know what I say or what I do is gonna get me kicked off here. So the next time I get a on the drain, if I get kicked off, and that kind of pisses me off. But I'm not going to stop talking because they threatened to kick me off. Um, I wanted to show you guys this. Let me see if I can bring this one. I'll show you what they want us to see. If I can find, I bet you that one is not. Again, I will have to look and see. Hopefully, that one I can play on the internet. Right here. Damn it. I'm not going to hold the phone up. Well, this should go to YouTube. Okay, hold on a second, guys. I have to mute this for a second. Hey, Cammy. Okay, I got it, and I'm gonna get ready to show it here in a little bit. If anybody would like to jump in, I'll put the link in the chat. Right now, I'm gonna show that video. So if you do come in, just hang out in the backstage there for a second. This is oops, screen share. This is what they want. Listen to this shit. This is what they want you to spread around. And they act like this. They act like this lady is coming out and oh, she's hiding. You know, Hey Jennifer, how you doing? Hey Chappelle. This girl is hiding, right? She's gonna put a mask on and everything, and supposedly this video is it can't get out or whatever. You know, this is what you're not allowed to hear. So I'm gonna play this video and
I'm a doctor for the NHS. I've been working with the NHS since 2018. And I was a pregnant doctor working during the pandemic at the time. And I'm here today because I think it's very important we bring the truth out. There have been a lot of errors during the pandemic, and it's cost human lives. A lot of people have died senselessly. When the pandemic happened earlier this year, I saw it go through all the different countries, and a part of me believed that our country will be prepared. We're a leading country in a lot of areas, especially in the field of science and medicine. So I thought nothing could go wrong in Great Britain. And I had faith in the government. I had faith that they would protect doctors and healthcare workers so that we could protect our patients. They're not showing us how many healthcare workers have been ill in ITU. They're not showing us how many domestic cleaners have died. They're not showing any of that. I am not allowed to speak to anybody in the media, and that made me very upset. When the first healthcare worker died, they died in a COVID ward. They were infected. And the only way they could have been infected was if they didn't have the right protection. In my husband's own hospital, a pregnant nurse died. This is one healthcare worker. To date, we have 620 healthcare workers who've died. Driving to work every day, I had a fear. I didn't know what I was exposing myself to or my unborn child to. And if something had happened, I would have never been able to forgive myself. I asked for risk assessments. I asked to be changed to a different department, but my concerns weren't being heard because there wasn't enough evidence to show that pregnant women won't be at any risk, or neither would their unborn child. And this is why I realized that not only am I being silenced, my own managers were following my social media. They were tracking everything I was saying, everything I was doing. I received phone calls with threats, and I was also told that if I didn't show up to my long shifts, I wouldn't be paid as I usually am. They don't know I'm coming today because they have told me that I have to go through them if I want to speak to any media. These are the people who are trying to create a sort of propaganda. They're putting out these briefings in the hospital and posters saying, we've had this many patients who are COVID positive and we've discharged them. But they're not showing the reality. And that's what they're fearful of. They're all just yes men to the government, and they are trying to hide the reality. If as doctors we're being silenced in our own hospitals, where does that leave us as a country? What kind of democracy are we living in? I mean, these are the kind of things that we would see in strict regimes like North Korea. This is happening within our own country. As a doctor, I was working during the pandemic until April. So January, February, March, April, these 4 months, not once did I get a mask fitting. I had nothing on that ward. It left me in a situation where I had to look at my own protection or the patient. And every single day, the guidelines were changing. One day we were told a full gown was okay. The next day we were told that a plastic apron is okay. A penny was good enough to protect ourselves from a deadly virus. We knew that all of these changes in the guidelines were based on politics because they just didn't have the right amount of PPE, but nobody would ever use these words. We don't have enough. If I went into a patient who was COVID positive and he coughed in between the consultation, then what? Last year in July, when they did a full investigation into how much protective gear they have, they realized that there wasn't enough if a pandemic had hit us. Nothing was done. Within our own country, within the UK, there were so many manufacturers who had the PPE that we required. They were sitting in their warehouses, but our government decided to order PPE from Burma, from Turkey. And when they came, they were also faulty. When we looked into the PPE the government had, they were out of date. They were expired. As a doctor walking into your work, opening a surgical mask box and seeing that the expiry date had a sticker replaced on top of it, how do you think that makes us feel? I think the biggest issue now is how can we help healthcare workers? Because this pandemic has taken a huge psychological toll on everybody. We've lost faith in our government. A lot of us have even lost the love that we had and the passion that we've had for our jobs. And I don't know if we can recover from this. The government have lied to us, and they have to be held accountable. And we have to seek justice for those families who've lost their loved ones. These ministers have blood on their hands. They have killed people, and they're still sitting in the same office. And this has to change.
You guys hear the damn propaganda in that? That is full of bullshit propaganda. And I love how this is the kind of shit that I won't get kicked off for, because this is the kind of shit that they want spread around. It just pisses me off for people to get up and lie and say that this thing is so bad and the hospitals are so overrun. I actually watched the yesterday's news on YouTube, and I could not believe the bullshit that, if you guys missed it, you have to watch the news once in a great while to see where they're at, to see what kind of shit that they push. And I'm telling you, they're pushing some they're pushing hard. Let me look and see if I've got that newscast. Let's see, where is it? Right here. This is ridiculous.
Black Friday's here early, so get
commercial.
the 5G America's been waiting for.
Verizon 5G is next level.
Unlimited plans start at just $35 with entertainment the whole family will love. Switch now and get $13.50 off our best 5G phones. Only on Verizon.
Get ready for the propaganda.
Police and firefighters escorting him to Hasbro Children's Hospital in Providence.
All the lights are flashing even behind us.
Oh, wait.
For his very last chemo treatment.
It might be right, yeah.
Fight with leukemia.
Sorry about that. That's where I left off. That's where I stopped watching.
One birthday party that left 15 people infected.
I love seeing my family. But now I'm fighting against COVID-19.
And a shocking video of a massive 7,000-person wedding without masks, all while hospitals
Super spreaders. Thanksgiving super spreaders.
Nationwide. The new timetable for the vaccine available as early as December 11th.
I'm sorry, I'll probably mute this.
Is to be able to ship vaccines within 24 hours from the approval.
And the breakthrough antibody treatment just approved by the FDA. Jam-packed grocery stores as Americans stock up for Thanksgiving. One state now closing some supermarkets over COVID fears. We'll tell you exactly when to shop to avoid the crowds. Joe Biden set to name the first members of his cabinet this Tuesday as a federal judge throws out a Trump campaign lawsuit in Pennsylvania, calling it Frankenstein's monster. Plus, a hero's salute, how first responders are honoring young survivors with a grand escort.
This is NBC Nightly News with Kate Snow.
Good evening. Despite the CDC imploring Americans not to travel this Thanksgiving holiday, millions of Americans have already headed to airports, while public health officials express new concern about mass gatherings. There is promising news tonight about treatments and vaccines. It could be just 19 days until the first vaccine is available. But there are also more warnings that what we do this week could shape what the pandemic looks like at Christmas time. We have a lot to cover. We begin tonight with Blaine Alexander.
Tonight, a direct and dire warning to travelers like these already packing airports ahead of the Thanksgiving holiday.
When you get a crowded plane, you're in a crowded airport, you're lining up, not everybody's wearing masks.
Friday and Saturday, the TSA processed more than 2 million travelers, the highest two-day total since mid-March. Tana Lee traveled from Dallas to New York LaGuardia Airport.
The thing that surprised me more than anything was that members of the Army or National Guard are here in New York, meeting passengers as they get off the plane, making sure that they fill out health forms or have shown proof that they've taken a negative COVID test within the last 3 days.
Experts are worried not only about the journey, but the destination.
We have COVID-19. All my family have COVID-19.
In Arlington, Texas, officials point to this family as a warning. After months of staying apart, they spent one afternoon together for a birthday party. Soon after, 15 positive tests.
I went to my nephew's house and loved seeing my family, but now I'm fighting against COVID-19.
When we took my mom to the hospital, our hearts broke. We feel guilty for gathering.
But across the country, those warnings are falling on deaf ears. But
Hey guys, I just wanted to jump in here and I want you guys to take a look. This is what I've noticed when I watch the this kind of stuff. I want you to take a look after they show the mother in bed, hooked up to air and everything. When the girl and her husband, they're like, she's got a brown shirt on and they're sitting down and she says something like, when my mom had, or I'm not sure what she says, but take a look at her demeanor. Take a look at how she says this. These people, when they talk to these people and they interview these people, it's they're reading a fucking script. If you watch it closely enough, you can tell that they're fucking crisis actors. These are all fucking crisis actors, pushing this agenda. And I want you to watch, anytime they interview people, watch their demeanor. Do they act as if they're really going through what they're going through? Well, how would you act? How would somebody you know act? Just watch their demeanor. It's fucking bullshit. I gotta kick myself out. Otherwise, the computer can't keep up with it. So, all right. So watch their demeanor now.
They spent one afternoon together for a birthday party. Soon after, 15 positive tests.
I went to my nephew's house and loved seeing my family, but now I'm fighting against COVID-19.
When we took my mom to the hospital, our hearts broke. We feel guilty for gathering.
But across the country, those warnings are falling on deaf ears. But for some travelers, it's a calculated risk worth taking.
All of our meals we'll take to go sit outside away from people.
Jimmy Sweeney canceled his family Thanksgiving plans. Instead, he is taking his wife and young daughter to Disney World.
For you, what made this a risk worth taking?
I think we were able to look at it and say, we can do this in the least risky way possible.
But Dr. Anthony Fauci warns if we're not careful now, Christmas could be even worse.
You're not going to see an increase until weeks later. Things lag. So what you don't want to see is another spike in cases as we get colder and colder into the December, and then you start dealing with the Christmas holiday.
And Blaine joins us now from Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. Blaine, how are airlines meeting the increased demand?
Well, Kate, of course, demand is down overall, but this week some airlines are actually adding flights to accommodate what they anticipate will be the busiest travel week since mid-March. Now, while we're going to see increased traffic here at the airports, we're also going to see that same increase on the roads and possibly more. In fact, AAA predicts that about 95% of all holiday travel will be done by car.
Blaine Alexander, thank you. Now to an important update on the timeline for a COVID vaccine from the man tasked with distributing that. It could be ready much earlier than once thought. Kathy Park has late details.
Tonight, the chief science advisor for Operation Warp Speed says the first Americans will receive the coronavirus vaccine in 3 weeks.
It's almost a full insurance against this pandemic.
This news arriving just days after Pfizer and its partner BioNTech applied for emergency FDA approval.
Our plan is to be able to ship vaccines to the immunization sites within 24 hours from the approval. So I would expect maybe on day 2 after approval, on the 11th or on the 12th of December.
How realistic is that timetable?
Well, I think we have to let each step play out. The evidence has gone to the FDA. We'll probably also see the CDC weigh in on the top priority groups, given the data that's there.
And overnight, another critical breakthrough in the fight against the coronavirus. The FDA cleared Regeneron's antibody treatment for emergency use, giving patients with mild to moderate symptoms a boost to fight the virus.
We have shown that it works best in the patients who have not yet made their own immune response against the virus.
Antibody therapies could reduce a burden on hospitals.
This treatment is indicated for people early in their infection.
President Trump received the Regeneron treatment when he was diagnosed with COVID-19 last month.
They gave me something, Regeneron, and a day later, I felt like Superman.
During clinical trials, Regeneron's experimental cocktail reduced hospitalizations and ER visits. Nicole Martinez was one of the first patients to enroll in the drug's clinical study.
Do you think it potentially could have saved your life?
Yes, I would have to say that 1,000%.
Signs of hope amid months of heartache.
And Kathy, when will this antibody treatment be widely available, do we think?
Kate, according to Regeneron, a certain number of doses will be available in a matter of days, plus 300,000 in January. And ultimately, the goal is to produce 2 million doses every year. Kate?
Kathy Park, thank you. A COVID vaccine can't come soon enough for America's frontline healthcare workers struggling in unbearable conditions. ICU beds full, a record number of patients, and now the new warnings for anyone who might need a hospital. Here's Megan Fitzgerald.
Tonight, the nation's hospitals on the brink. More than 83,000 Americans hospitalized due to COVID, breaking records for the 12th day in a row. Overworked healthcare providers terrified that with Thanksgiving days away, a surge in cases could be devastating.
People are still getting tremendously sick. People are still dying every day from this disease. This is not something that's getting better as we go by.
The Midwest still crippled by COVID as hospitals there continue to struggle with the demand.
It's an emotional toll, like for me and my team, just going in and seeing these patients, they deteriorate pretty quickly.
An emotional toll felt nationwide. Now, roughly 1 in 5 hospitals is facing staffing shortages. A survey of 15,000 hospital nurses shows nearly half believe staffing issues are getting worse. In Amarillo, Texas, hospitals are filled with COVID patients. Capacity so critical, one patient even died while waiting for an ICU bed.
She was kept comfortable, but I've never seen a situation where if I call the hospital, a bed simply is not available.
Dr. Whit Walker warning of the possible consequences if we don't stop the surge.
If you had a car crash today, we would try very hard to take care of you. I think today we could do that. I'm afraid 2 weeks from now or 6 weeks from now, especially if there are 3 people in a car crash, it'll be very difficult.
Field hospitals going up in Vermont and Massachusetts, joining states like Wisconsin, adding hundreds of beds to help cope with the surge. Doctors on the front line say they're not only battling the disease, but also COVID fatigue. 28-year-old emergency room doctor David Burkhardt became a patient himself.
I was definitely scared as I sat in my room on oxygen, getting the treatments, not knowing which direction I was going to go. I was scared.
He's now sounding the alarm to keep up precautions.
Take it seriously. I can't say it enough times. You know, if doing that can save one life or prevent one person from being hospitalized, isn't it worth it?
A question to the nation as we begin the holiday season.
Megan, also important, she joins us now from Los Angeles. LA just announced further business restrictions.
Kate, that's right. These new orders announced tonight are banning outdoor and indoor dining. Now, this goes into effect on Wednesday, and it's just the latest measure to try and stop the surge and prevent hospitals from reaching capacity. Kate?
Megan, thank you. There is breaking news out of Wisconsin tonight. Police say they've arrested a 15-year-old boy in connection with Friday's shooting at a Milwaukee area shopping mall. 8 people were injured. Officers say the shooting happened during some sort of argument between 2 groups. Now to politics and new information about the unsuccessful war President Trump is waging over the election results. It's happening as Joe Biden prepares to announce key cabinet positions this week. Garrett Haight reports from the White House.
Tonight, President-elect Joe Biden.
So you guys can see the lies in that. I'm sure, I know that you guys can see them. I just want the people that come on here that aren't usually on here to, I'm pointing out, you really need to take a look at these people and that they're interviewing. You can't believe everything you see. Yeah, it is so hard to put anything out there because are we really helping anything? I don't even think I really put hardly anything out there yesterday, and to get to be threatened with a community strike and my channel taken down for a week, just for somewhere in there we stated the VACC is not for you. I would not get it. It's very dangerous. And yeah, so now if you talk at all or mention anything, I'm sure and this has been going on, so I'm just now getting a taste of it. Just now getting a taste of having to work my way around and watch what I say now. Who knows? I don't think I should get kicked off for what I've put up so far. This is basically everything that they want you to see. So this is all their propaganda I've showed so far. All propaganda. So if anybody would like to come on, I will put the there you go. Come on now. And I see some not new people, but some people that just joined. Welcome, Tommy, Tell the Truth. Welcome, Salted Cedar. Esther, welcome. Thank you so much, Esther, for your donation yesterday. I really appreciate it. If anybody else would like to help me out, help this channel out, please donate. The link is in the chat. The link is in the description. I appreciate it. And with that, I would like somebody to come on so I can argue with. No, I'm just kidding. With that, it's like, what can you? I mean, this is what my channel is all about. Is about getting the truth out there, and if they're gonna, I am going to be taken down any day because I'm not going to stop talking the truth. I'm not going to stop passing along information that I think that you guys, everybody should know. So I don't know. I mean, they said that the next time is only. I mean, it's a week. A week is a long time, especially if you're. I did set up on D Live. I am set up on D Live. So if anybody wants to go over there, I have not done a video over there or anything yet. But I basically have the same name, obviously my name. So yeah, I'm on D Live, guys. We all may have to go to D Live soon. I don't really like D Live. It's just to me, I find it hard to navigate. Maybe it's just because I'm not used to it or what, but okay, so Salted Cedar, Chappelle, Esther, Cammy, Tommy, Sharky, Bolt Gun. I think I said Cammy already. Salted Cedar already. And Brenda. There's Brenda. Who else? I seen Chris in here a while back. Chris is back. And that looks like that's it. Welcome, everybody. They want me to use it. They will back the fuck up. So, oh man. I'm sorry. I made chili tonight. Let's just say my stomach is not. No, I may have added too much chili powder or something. Something's not going right in my stomach. I hurt so bad. So let's see what you're talking about. Tired of playing games with them. Who are we talking about? They want me to use it. They will back the fuck up. Shappy, and why isn't anyone saying that there's a cold and flu season, like right freaking now? Like, these people are dumber than a box of rocks. If not, toss them aside like a bad date and go back to reality and talking to actual people. Chappelle, chili is good on a cold night. Tommy, I am ready to feast tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, before that, I was eating peanut butter crackers. So I figured throw together some shit that I got in the cupboard and yuck. Yuck. Not a very good chili. And I was just adding shit. I really didn't even have any hamburger to add to it. But I was just adding shit, and I usually don't put noodles in it, but I thought this time I'll put noodles in it. Yeah, noodles is not the way to go. Brenda makes you think that the regular flu deaths are fake. we have a wolf here in my state. He sucks. Yeah, I was talking to my cab driver about all this stuff because he is now back. He said he was asymptomatic, and he said that he had to take a couple weeks off and isolate himself. And I said, well, who's isolating you? And he said, well, nobody. I said, well, why are you isolating? And he goes, well, I've got a sore throat, and I looked up on the Google and read some shit under what he should do and stuff, and they said that I guess so. They told him to get a test done, so he drove to the local hospital and sat outside, and he actually got a test done. And so then he texted us and said that he wouldn't be able to pick us up. This was a couple weeks ago. So anyways, now he's all better, and he's been better. He's been ready to go back to work and everything, but he had to stay 2 weeks lockdown. And I said, but I don't understand why, if you're feeling good and nobody's told you that you had to lock down. Your job is okay with you coming back anytime. So I don't get why you had to stay the 2 weeks. And he said, well, that's what the thing said is you have to give at least 14 days before you can be out in the public. And I'm just like, I said, but you were feeling good, right? He's like, yeah, I was ready to come back to work. He's like, I was almost ready to drive for free the other day. And I'm like, wow, you were feeling that good and you're ready to just drive people around for free just to get out of the house that you've been trapped in for 2 weeks now. He didn't go anywhere. He was in the house for a full 2 weeks. And he's young. He's only, I think he's 25, something like that, 24. And these people are locking themselves down. They're taking the work right away from themselves, But I think eventually that will come along where you will have to show your papers to work. You will have to show, and I heard that some of these people are going to start getting inoculated in 3 weeks. The VACC will be out there in 3 weeks. So, anyways, they will blame COVID for the flu shot deaths. Yeah, most definitely. When I tried to join, it says your stream ended 4 hours ago. What stream was that? Oh, you're talking to somebody else. They are not even going to keep track of the flu anymore, they said. Yeah, why not? Yeah, why should they, They got a nice little scam thing going right now, and people are falling for it. It's just funny how people just I need a new link. You need a new link. Oh, okay. Let me see what's going on here. Yeah, seems to work. I don't know. I went out and came back in, and it seems to work fine. Yeah. Yeah, this link works fine.
Seems to work. I don't know.
I'll try again. I'll go back out and come back in again. But it seems to be working. Yeah, it works. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Are you still having problems? Go out and come back in? Because it's people seem to be still coming in. Well, I'm gonna leave it the way it is. I don't want to start another whole one when we're obviously still going here. So I'm not gonna mess with it. There's still people coming in, going out, coming in. Obviously, you're here, Bolt Gun. I don't get what it means. Hey, Peanut, welcome. I thought I seen somebody else come in too. So I don't know. What was I talking about? Peanut needs a friend named Butters. Bum, 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 bum. What was I talking about? I don't even know what I was talking about. So I'm gonna put a link in here. Anybody seen Rick around lately? I wonder where Rick's been. So let's. Oh, I lost everything. I lost all my other shit. So is everything going okay? I used to have a gamer friend, Ham Butters. Chappelle, I'm getting over being so sick. Peanut's been sick. Trying to go backstage and it says your show has ended. Oh, that's what you're talking about. That's what you're talking about. I thought you meant the damn show. Duh. What link have I been putting up? What link have I been putting up? Try that link. Jeez, I don't know. I don't know. What the hell have I been putting up? Huh. Let me see something. Well, there you go. There's Bolt Gun. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I was trying to tell you to been trying to join for like 20 minutes and kept saying that your stream ended like 4.5 hours ago.
Yeah, that's weird because I've been going in through my phone, checking it out, and it's letting me in. And then at first I thought you guys meant this this whole stream here.
No, it was just the
I thought
link
the
he
whole
was
thing.
putting up was corrupted or something, man. I don't know.
Yeah. So how's it going? What's up?
Oh man, it's going all right, I guess, considering all the craziness.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd ever see.
Yeah, is it getting you can see it getting worse over there too, eh?
Oh yeah, man. I live here in the hills of Appalachia, man, bunch of hillbillies and stuff. I never thought I'd see the day that these people wearing these masks and stuff, man, but they are, and complying. It's getting worse.
Yeah, I gotta read this. I suppose I think I took a photo, a snapshot photo of it. I gotta read this comment to you guys. This person left. Maybe some of you guys have seen this comment, but it was left on the video that I got the strike on. Well, I didn't get a strike, but they said that the next time I would get a strike and lose my channel for a week. So this Eli Taylor, I don't know, I never heard of this person, commented, "It is not fake. Do you not realize that you rebels are costing lives? People are literally dying and you still won't even wear a mask. You're so concerned with your own inconvenience that you don't," and then it ends right there. I can't go any further. If I was to push, this is just a photo snapshot of it, but
yeah.
So that's the photo snapshot, and if I go into my regular YouTube thing and look for that comment right here, so I got the comment right there. I click on that, and it takes me to the comments are turned off because that's the video that got pulled. And you can see the video next to it there. It shows that it where are we? Right there. Shows that my video has been pulled. So I get people like that comment shit like that, saying that we're killing people. It said it's not only I did read the whole comment when it was up, and it said, he basically said that we were killing people, and it's not only killing the elderly. This person knew a 12-year-old kid that died, and went on to say that you guys don't care about anybody but yourselves and stuff. Basically what the news is throwing out there to tell these people to tell us.
Yeah. They're buying it, man. It's well, here's the thing. I can't believe it's the just about everybody you talk to knows it's bullshit, but it's like they don't know everybody knows. You know, I'm telling you, man, this is like being in a bad 80s movie to me. I put that in the text earlier. Man, you remember in movies back in the 80s, like in B-rated movies that was made with like a Betamax or something, dude. I don't know, but they were bad. They were mostly horror movies and stuff. And I mean, the acting is pathetic, just like what you was pointing out, man. Them's crisis actors.
Yeah.
And, you know, my parents, man, I went down there and showed them, you know, all them kids that was supposed to died in Sandy Hook, man. They sang the next year at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You ever see all that?
Yeah.
I actually showed that to my parents. I showed them that the astronauts are still alive from the space shuttle and all this crazy stuff. And you know, my dad's a machinist. I mean, he builds internal engine parts from scratch and stuff like that. Now he's retired, they fiddle around with these little pulling tractors and stuff. And he's a pilot. He's got his own. He's a private pilot. He owns his own plane. Does his own maintenance and stuff on it. And trying to talk to him about the flat Earth and stuff like that. And I even, you know, we've got the plane, and I'm like, you know, look at the artificial horizon. And I said, shouldn't that be an arch? Shouldn't it be crowned? I said, why is it dead flat? You know, I said, and then when, you know, when we're coming into land, I said, we're lining up dead flat, you know, with the wings, you know, running up on the horizon, especially in the evening. And I said, just tell me what you're actually seeing. And he will tell me every time, and he can see the curvature of the earth when he's up there flying. And it's just, I don't know, it's disheartening. I know the man's intelligent, very intelligent.
Yeah.
And, it's I've come to think it a combination between the medicines that they got everybody on, the frequencies that's in the air, what they watch on TV, what's in the food, what's in the water. That it's a combination of all of that, man. It's a form of complex witchcraft, and they're literally under a spell. Because you can see it,
I mean,
like the dials rotating and falling in place until you get down to like the last two, man, like playing the slot machine, and then something happens to them, man. Their eyes change and everything, and they're gone. They go right back to the shit that they believe. And you just see it so many times.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. It's
the fact of the matter is, and not being a, you know, I'm not being mean here at all, man. I'm just being honest. The only way they're pulling this off is through sheer stupidity of the population. Because
people are doing it to themselves.
Yeah, it's stupidity. I mean, they don't question anything. That's a stupid act. To never question anything, to believe everything you're told. Come on, that's stupidity. I mean, to over and over again have somebody change something. That's just like this. One of the big things that I keep telling when I'm down with my parents and the family, and they're all Trump this and Trump that. I'm like, hey man, what happened to lock her up? Have you guys forgotten about that? And they have, just like they forgot about the flu, just like they forgot about all this other stuff, and colds and all this stuff. I'm like, man, it's unreal. It's just their mind just snap here, snap there, you know, this, that. They're just, you know, they're like a dog in a room full of balls, man.
Yeah, I agree. It's really hard to, there's times where you think that you're getting through to them, and then all of a sudden they just like, for instance, I just had an hour-long talk with this guy. I was riding in the car with him, and we were talking about the vax and the wearing masks. And he agreed with me on everything I was saying. He was even putting his own 2 cents in. And then we get to Starbucks, and we're walking up to the door, and I turned around to open the door for him, let him go through. And he's putting on a mask, and I'm just like, well, what the hell are you doing? Why are you putting on a mask? Oh, I don't want the conflict, you know. I'm like, nobody's even said anything to you yet. I mean, geez, wait until somebody at least says something to you to put it on. I mean, I personally will not put it on, even though somebody asked me to put it on. I'm not going to do it, but he put it on before. I mean, I just don't know where the hell he went. The guy I was talking to, where did he go? Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean, man. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, don't know, man. I have a hard time. It's sad. I have to find things every day to cheer myself up, and I thank God that my wife is awake, man. This girl, I couldn't imagine trying to do what we're doing. 'Cause we basically, for the past several years, we put things together until we've got a homestead, going here. We've got animals and gardening, things we need, a good bit of property with woods and things like that. We got.
That's the good thing, to have a.
I'd never be able to put that together because, especially my wife's a city girl.
Yeah,
She
that's a good thing to have as the
I thank
animals.
God every day. Yeah, and my wife's she's a strong girl too. She hasn't been wearing her mask. She's been trying to get her family woke up and stuff. She takes a lot of guts for it. But she's in the stores with me and stuff without the mask on. She's right there.
Yeah.
But that's coming to an end. There's a day coming when we're going to go to get our groceries and stuff like that. One thing that's good around here is we've got the Amish. I'm in here in southern Ohio, right down against the river.
Right.
Around the Gallipolis area. And but I'll tell you what, man, we went to a little store about 15 miles from here. We went over the other day, and I bet half them little Amish girls that work in there was wearing masks. And
yeah,
I couldn't believe that at all.
The Amish girl.
Their churches have got them tax exempts now. The old order Amish, they don't. But I'm gonna tell you, I saw one of them riding by himself in one of them horse-drawn carriages with a mask on. Went by him in my truck the other day. And I'm talking the old order Amish.
Yeah.
The ones that they don't have any curtains on the windows, no electricity. They use all horse-drawn equipment. Make their own clothes and everything. They still plow with horses and stuff.
Yeah, them are the good people to have next to you.
We've got a lot of the Mennonites around here. They're the ones that own the stores. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay around here as far as food and water, the social aspect and everything, because of these are all hillbillies live down in here, man. I mean, these people are still growing dope, and there's moonshine stills. They're still flying helicopters. They can't do nothing. They never have been able to do nothing with them, man. They're a bunch of man. I don't know. I didn't realize we was all like it until I got in the service. And then, them guys had something to compare to. And there's still a lot of that going on around here.
Yeah.
And as far as the vaccine goes, as my neighbors and stuff, people I'm talking to, there's no way they're going to take that. But I remember when there was no way they was going to put a mask on either, man. And now they're glazed over to that. They're giving reasons to wear the mask and stuff. And I don't think that they realize that one day they're going to come to work and they're going to sign a paper that says they accept the vaccine or their employment's terminated.
Yeah, I think that's coming for everybody. And it's coming a lot sooner than people think.
Yeah, I've been talking to my wife about it. I'm disabled veteran. I figured that I don't know. One of these days they'll make me come down there. I'm 100% totally and permanent disabled. They're not supposed to be able to, put me back under review and take it away after that happens. That's for the, I guess it's an award for the rest of my life, as long as I'm alive.
Mhm.
But I got a feeling that there'll be a day comes when they tell me I need to show up in there for a vaccine or some kind of test or something, and then I'll have to be vaccinated to come on the grounds or whatever.
Yeah.
And if I don't show up, my pension will be terminated or whatever. They'll find some way to do it. I can't see the government's evil, so this continues to support us.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, they're pushing everybody into being on the government dole. I mean, all the small businesses, they're trying to. I mean, they're destroying the middle class left and right, and they're pushing everybody onto the government dollar, so that way. The government, after you're vaccinated, well, you'll have to be vaccinated to buy, sell, or trade. So, and if you don't get vaccinated, you know, you just ain't going to be able to buy, sell, or trade if you do get vaccinated. And you see how you get controlled then, and then you finally wake up. Then it's too late, because once you want it out of the system, they can, if you don't go along with the system, they'll just shut you off. So
yeah,
it's they're gonna people are gonna be highly controlled, and they don't even know it. That's the sad part.
You know, Patrick, all of my pay is already digital, man. Well, let's see, my check used to say United States Marine Corps on it. My pension check did, but it comes from the Department of the Treasury. But now it is it's all digital. It shows up on the exact same date in my bank account, but it's all digital, man. You know, I don't get a check or nothing. You know, I go and take my debit card and check my bank account and see that it's in there. And you know, I got to thinking about that the other day. My pay's already digital. It's just a push of a button. I don't get it anymore.
We will have to show proof of you know what to get the money.
Yeah. And
hey, Prelim, welcome. Esther says the Amish still depend on us for rides to and from their jobs and meetings in this area, at least. I see a lot of Amish where I'm from. They have horse buggy, and they don't get around with cars and stuff. They're either on bike or they're on their horse and buggy, even in the wintertime.
Yeah, these some of these older, you know, it's still mechanical advantage. It's technology. You know, man, I understand we're having an electric and having an automobile and using internal combustion engines and stuff is our farming. You know, this is all a farming community around here, and it's what I grew up around. And that gives everybody enough time to go belly up at the bar in the evening, man. And you still got enough energy left to do it, you know, sit there and drink and smack girls on the ass and do whatever, you know, guys do work. You know, what I used to do when I got off of work, a bail and stuff like that when I was still in the military and stuff. If you was so wore out, you know, if you didn't have the gasoline burning that engine and you was actually stacking that stuff, you didn't have the elevator running, putting it up in the elevator, go home, get able to go to bed. And the electricity in the house, the women, they're washed and stuff like that. And a lot of people give me guff, man. They think that I'm cruel, that I want people to, you know, women to suffer on them washboards and the men to suffer putting carrying the hay up a ladder and or throwing it up the tiers, you know, the way you do it, having to throw it up and stuff like that. But now it's the other side of it, man. You know, keep them away from the temptation. just take the temptation out of their life. I see that now. And these Amish that live around here, man, you can see their farms, Patrick. I'm not kidding you. Their name don't have to be out there or nothing. It's not the lack of automobiles. Those places have got a glow to them, man. I mean, the animals are all happy, dude. The fences are laid out nice and square. The buildings are nice and neat. Nothing is overdone. There's no opulence or anything. The basic necessities are there, but it just got this godly look to it. And their families, and you see them, their complexion is good because they're eating their own food, and there's love in their eyes. They're kind, they're still helping and generous, and they're all polite and kind. And when you walk in their businesses, you feel that energy and presence in there, man. And I'm telling people, that's a presence. It's a God, man. That's a blessing.
Yeah, I agree. I think you're cutting out.
I've got the problem with some of them. If they'll get in an automobile.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out.
Ratty internet.
There's times where you'll come in pretty good, and then you'll all of a sudden go out.
Is it still doing it?
Go ahead and talk, and let's see.
I might have to go out and come back in.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Sketchy.
Yeah, you can go ahead and try that if you want to try to go out and come back in. Hey, Chris. Welcome. Welcome, Mad Pieman. How's it going, bud?
Hey, Pat. What happened to Boltgun? Where'd he go?
Oh, he's coming back. He just had to go out and come back in because his audio was screwing up a little bit.
Yeah, it was starting to, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was offline for about 4 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my internet connection fucking died in the ass.
Oh, wow.
It's apparently it's my area where I'm on the suburb that I'm living in, just around where I am. There's been heaps of people having the same problem. So when we had a national internet infrastructure rollout. It went on for about a year. It's still ongoing. Not all areas have been updated yet, but we went from just copper wire to what do you call it? What's the shit called? Optic fiber. So the whole our whole telecommunication system got upgraded to optic fiber.
Oh, wow. We got all that a long time ago.
Yeah, well, it's only just happened, but it wasn't done properly. It was only done like 95% properly, and the 5% that they didn't do properly was the connection from the node to your house. All right, so wherever that connection is, like in front of your house, and under the footpath somewhere. That from there to your house is copper wire connected to the fiber optic fiber.
Right.
And the problem is it was a government grant, and a lot of people who signed on to do the work, they might have been immigrants, you know what I mean, with lower electrical qualifications to do the job, but probably good enough to get the permits and the government help, big money.
Right.
Yeah. So, and I'm pretty sure that the poorer areas, because I'm in a poorer suburb, working class, and they got the arse end of the arse end of the stick. They got the shit technicians. You know what I mean? The fucking barely fucking qualified from third world country fucking technicians. All the richer suburbs got fucking spot on ones. You know what I mean? So when they connected it up, the copper wires, it's corroded. So they obviously didn't fucking protect it from the weather. That was the problem. Everyone's internet, it just wouldn't connect. It would like try to connect, but it'd just drop out all the time. Every time it was about to connect, you know.
Oh wow, that must have sucked.
It did, but I got a refund out of my fucking service provider too.
Yeah, I was wondering where you.
But I got it.
Yeah, I was
$11.
wondering where you've been.
Yeah, that's what happened, mate. Yeah, I just got back on Monday. Yeah, Monday just gone.
So we got Volkan on here.
We was hoping he wasn't locked up somewhere.
Nah, mate, nah. It's good,
Yeah, you're
good to
coming
hear from you,
through. You're
Volkan.
coming
Good
through
to hear you,
better.
mate. I can
hear
live
me
with
all
you,
right
mate.
now?
I think I'd be very. I think you'll go all right, mate. I don't think you have to worry about any government assistance. You got everything you need right there, mate.
Yeah, we can hear you good, Volkan.
Oh yeah, brother. Just keeping my property. I still have a payment to make on my property.
I feel like I'm on a
I'm
CB.
gonna throw me off of it, I guess.
That's all good.
Roger that, Volkan.
I can't throw you off your property today.
Well,
you know, in this country around here, what I'm afraid of is going to happen is you'll literally have to be mobile. I mean, these people that are storing up all this food and all this ammunition and stuff.
You're a target.
From my time in war and what I saw happen to the civilian. Yeah.
Shit, you're cutting out. I want to hear you, but you keep cutting out.
I think I know what you were trying to say, man. Yeah. It's good to be
Yeah,
prepared.
my internet's not.
Yeah. If people know that you fucking got
I'm
fully
afraid people
stocked.
don't have to be on the move.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I think we're gonna be moving to people are hunkering down and putting everything, stocking up. Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
That's
It's good to be prepared, man. Yeah. I think the secret is networking. We all know a lot of. I'm not where you are, but I know there's a lot of Americans that talk to each other and can definitely help each other out. You know. I think you can help.
Yeah. Radio is going to be the big thing. I mean, we're going to have to get some radio together so we can keep in contact, and make up meeting spots and stuff like that where we all meet. And
I think with good
that stuff doesn't have to be put in place for years for things to work like that. It takes precision that the military's got. That's what I'm saying, man. I pretty much lived through. I mean, I got to witness this, and that first Gulf War, what happened to the citizens of southern Iraq, and they're in Khafji and all of those places like that, man. That's what's going to happen here, and it's displacement. It's a total destruction of the infrastructure when it goes down, and you got sanitary problems. You immediately got sick infants and children because they're getting bad water and milk and things that are normally taken care of progress get bad. It's just the suffering of the population, and then it gets bad enough with bandits. People are smart enough and cunning enough to get together, and because of the strength of numbers, to take what is available from the rest, and that's where the evade and the elude comes in. And if you've got 10,000 rounds of ammunition for your AR and 6 years of dry goods that you've been buying off of frickin' Jesse Ventura or whoever it is, selling all this stuff, stock up on food stuff on here. And I think that the way people really need to prepare themselves is whatever their region that they're in is learn what roots and bugs and things are available in those areas to live off of, and to literally start thinking up, taking that stuff like falconing and with using animals to hunt for you.
Lots of plants.
And
Lots of plants.
I went through some limited survival training. Right. Yeah. There's all kinds of vegetation, and here where we're seasonal, okay, your vegetation options go away pretty much in the wintertime, and you have to know what barks have got a nutritional value in them, and what roots have got nutritional value. You don't really care too much about what tastes like. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of roots that we've got around here that they're actually good. There's a lot of good food in the woods that actually tastes good.
Yeah.
But yeah, and people, man, I sit here on YouTube and I'll watch something that a guy will put up, a veteran or something like that, and they'll put up and they're showing somebody how to set a trap and build it.
Yeah.
But what they never say is you need 30 of these. You got to build 30 of these and set them. And digging holes, you go around and dig all these holes, and mice and rats and stuff fall down in them. That's the stuff you're going to be eating. And people got to know you eat that stuff whole. You take them rats and stuff, and you take them by the tail and you throw them in the fire and send a hair off them, buddy. You eat the bones and the teeth and everything, man. And that's what you go through in survival training. They teach, if the people that can't hack that.
I don't think people would have a problem eating a squirrel. They probably prefer a squirrel.
Bushmeat. You Aussies know what bushmeat is.
The squirrels are meant to taste all right. I don't eat animals, but they're meant to be all right, I think. But you probably rats that have lived in the wild, and rats that have never been around fucking human waste and fucking garbage and fucking landfill. You know what I mean? They've only eaten fucking good fresh fruits and vegetables and grass and seeds, and you know what I mean. They've been living off the land. They're 100% organic, so they're probably just as good as anything else.
That's what I was getting. I bought a slingshot, really nice slingshot. I thought that would be perfect for hunting.
It is, but it takes years to get good enough with it to be able to hunt. And
yeah,
I've hunted all my life, and I'm a good shot with a rifle. I mean, even in the field, let alone just setting up and targeting. My life has been built. My nickname for it is my gunsmith. I made a living building guns, and I'll tell you what. One time, when I was still in the Marine Corps, an old boy that lived on Holston Mountain in Tennessee, we went down on the Neuse River, and we decided to take a week's leave and live off of the land.
Yeah.
And hunting and eating it. And I'll tell you what, by the time we got out there, we was in bad shape. That's something we were absolutely not ready for. Just about got in trouble. I mean, that was a really bad idea to go in there without supplies and stuff. We needed really thinking that we was going to eat stuff, and it just didn't work out that way. When we did get a chance to get something, we missed it under the conditions we were in. And under it was a whole different situation. And if somebody thinks that they're going to have a rifle and be in a survival situation and feed themselves, let alone a family, and not use a combination of traps, pitfalls, fishing, digging roots, vegetation, some barks, inner barks, and things like that, they're kidding themselves. Because it's going to take a combination of all of that stuff just to survive.
You got to have if you got the knowledge, you got more chance. You got more chance of surviving, mate. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's why I hate seeing these commercials, man, where they're telling people, "Hey, turn your cash into gold." If anything, man, if you've got that cash or that gold, get some books that possess knowledge from these Marines that's been through this survival training, through these Army Rangers and stuff. People that's actually been stranded and what they went through and what they had to do. Get that stuff and read it. Because I'll tell you what, the most valuable thing when I was in the shit, when when I was scared to death, it was knowledge, man. There was nothing else. Because if you didn't know what to do with the things that you had, and you have to have that knowledge to be able to stay calm, to have a knowing, man. You know, that's when people freak out and lose their shit. You know, because they don't know. They don't know what to do, man. They're overwhelmed. And you gotta have your mind prepared for this stuff. And in these times, it's coming, man. They can sell you all that gold and convert your cash in Bitcoin and do all that shit. And the knowledge, man.
For sure, man. You got it.
And there's the Holy Spirit helps a lot with that, man.
Money won't be worth shit, mate. Eventually, it'll be worth nothing.
Now, even gold. That's what I was. If you
none of it.
If you've got gold bar,
if it can't sustain you or shelter you, it's worthless. That's what it'll come down to, mate.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They're pushing this gold. And I'm like, hey, man, if there's a dude standing over there and he's got 2 loaves of bread and he has no use for your gold.
Yep. That's right.
What good is it?
What am I going to use this shit
and
for?
That's
that's right.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Melt it down, make a bullet out of
it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I totally
It's only
agree.
good for electronics, isn't it? Apparently, gold. The circuit boards and shit like that.
No, I don't. I think they just use copper. Copper is the big thing.
I think gold's superior to copper, man. I think for a circuit, for making a circuit, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised copper's not a lot higher.
Your mobile phone's got gold in it, man, and fucking titanium. No, what is it? Is this special rare minerals, man, that they mine. Third world countries use children to mine it, man. What's it called? Some fucking super rare fucking mineral.
Palladium.
Palladium, is it?
Something about palladium. They use in the phone screens, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some sick. You know, when you find out about that shit that De Beers has done with diamonds, that diamonds aren't really rare. And you see that shit that's going on in Africa, man, where them mines fall in on them.
Yeah.
Them guys down in there and shit and drown them in that hot water and shit. That pisses me off so daggone bad, dude. And them diamonds are.
That movie Blood Diamond woke people up, man. A lot of people had no idea until.
Yeah, man. They need to watch that. They need to watch that, man, because there's the diamond. They're not rare. They can use them for grapple. It's sickening, man.
Yeah.
And they ain't even what they say they are. They're turning out to be like petrified tree sap or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just like a crystal, man. I think that's what they are. Diamonds.
Yeah,
definitely look like a crystal.
There's this guy, man. He took a piece of a 1/2-inch water pipe that's threaded on both ends. You know, just a long nipple. It's about 4 inches long. He put a cap on one end. He put like 5 drops of water down in that pipe. Dowel rod about 1/4 inch in diameter of oak, and stuck that down inside that piece of pipe. And then he screwed another cap on it, so it's in a contained environment. And he put that inside of an oven at, I can't remember, like 300 degrees for a week. And he turned it into coal. Under pressure and that moisture in that sealed environment. When he took that dowel rod out of there, it was a black piece of coal. And this has been known for years. And you can watch, you can get on YouTube and watch it being done in a laboratory.
Was it tested?
These same people are saying those.
Was it tested for its weight or whatever they call it? You know, the carats.
What? No, it was a piece of coal that they turned it into, and the diamonds don't come. That's why they're saying the diamonds don't come from the coal like they say it does. You know, that's under pressure. That they think that that some trees have got this set. Now, this, of course, this is just a theory. It's just something that, we're sitting around a beer chewing fat here, but that some form of tree tree sap that when it's under that heat and pressure down there long enough that it turns into the diamond.
In a diamond, yeah.
And I'm not saying that I agree with that, but
that's
man, it's something to think about.
That's interesting too, man, because with the petrified wood turning into stone mountains and big boulders and stuff. Because a lot of it looks like petrified wood, doesn't it? The mountain ranges.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that. Those trees are a lot of those mountains are tree stumps, and that guy that goes up there, it's walking around with them dogs, Crowder one or something. He's got a channel where, man, I'm with him on that. I agree with him 100% on what he's saying. And see, he's showing that. What's that? Clear crystal that we've got quartz. That is petrified. That quartz is petrified tree sap. He's showing that.
Hey, quartz.
Big old logs laying down on their side and stuff. And that's what this guy's saying is that the quartz, and it's down deeper in the ground, and in that pressure there in South Africa and all that heat, it turns into a diamond or something.
Yeah, I've always been fascinated with tree sap. You can see, it forms really hard, but it looks like it's dripping. It looks like it's running down the tree. But you can touch it and it's rock hard. Like it's been like that for how long? You don't know. It's always tripped me out.
My mind must be in a dirty place. You can touch it. It's rock hard.
I wasn't trying to be sorry, Pat.
What? What, Matt Pyman?
I wasn't trying to use sexual connotations. Just the way it came out.
Yeah, I know. So, what are we gonna do about this?
Oh, I wanted to mention about. I'm sure you've heard the news about the CEO of Qantas, Alan Joyce. He came out and said that anyone who wants to travel internationally with Qantas has to have a proof of vaccination certificate.
Yeah, they're starting to do it for jobs too.
Digital passport. He actually used the word digital passport.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I've seen that.
This is just the start, mate. This is just the start. Yeah. And people are pissed off already.
I lost my ability when I got my new driver's license.
People are already pissed off about it. It's like dumb people are upset, So they're not having a good reaction.
What'd you say, Bulk, on about driver's license?
Well, my birthday was in August of this year, and it was after that. Of course, that's after that COVID stuff started, and the tags for my Harley had expired too, and I had to get a duplicate title for it when we moved. I lost my daggone title for the thing, so I had to go to the license bureau. And I went in there without my mask on, and had to go through everything with them. And when I got my driver, they told me when I was going to go get my driver's license that if I didn't take my birth certificate and something else in there, another proof of identification, that I wouldn't be able, my driver's license would be any good to board an airplane with. And the more I got to talking to them about it, I had to prove to them that I was a citizen of the United States. And I'm standing there, I'm like, I'm a fucking veteran. You got to be shitting me. I'm standing, I'm 100% disabled. You're telling me that I can't, this driver's license that you're giving me, that there's another ID so that I can actually have the liberties and freedoms as a citizen? And she looked at me and told me yes. And this driver's license that I've got, I can't get on an airplane with it. I wasn't going to go back down there and go get all that shit that they wanted me to. For one thing, once they started making you have your birth certificate around here, you used to be able to go get that thing for $1. Okay? That damn thing's $30 now.
Fuck, man, we pay.
They used to charge you $1 for it, and if you wanted to, you could give the notary, you could pay her, you could voluntarily donate money to her. That's the way it used to be. And now
I think it costs like 20 or 30
$30.
It's $20 or $30 here. to get your driver's to get your birth certificate. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
It ain't gonna be long. They're gonna have these stupid fuckers locked up in cages, man. And they ain't even gonna have to lock them up. They will show up, give them their suitcase, hang their coat up, and walk right the fuck in. I'm not shit. We've already seen it. We're watching it happen right now. They ain't even gonna have to go round them up. Show up.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. They're locking themselves up. Yeah.
I remember months ago, man, I said, all these people wearing masks when they fucking don't need to yet. Like it wasn't even a direction. They hadn't even made it a requirement yet. There was people already wearing masks, you know, driving their car by themselves wearing a mask, fucking walking outside in the middle of nowhere with no one around wearing a mask. And then you get people that argue with you. They're arguing with you, oh, it's all worth it, you know, we've got to do the right thing and try and stay safe. And I was like, back then, man, like back in, I don't know, April, I think it would have been, I was telling, I was like, if they're so happy being slaves, you know, and bending over and taking it up the ass, and they'll do anything they're fucking told, even if they don't need to do it, they'll fucking do it. They may as well just drive themselves straight to fucking prison and just fucking book in there. Just do it. Just put yourself out of your misery, mate.
You're right, brother. Yep, you're right, bro. You got it exactly, man. They will. This shit, there's people down here, right on the river, got the stand set up, selling the masks with custom. They got a custom thing set up where you tell them what you want printed on the damn thing. It's a fad. They got all different colors and styles, and got Superman and all this dumb shit.
It's not going away, man. No.
I want to. I could throw up.
BLM made fucking masks cool, didn't they? Remember?
Yeah.
I can't breathe. That was the fucking popular one. I can't breathe with a fucking mask. No wonder you can't fucking breathe. You got a mask on, you fuckwit.
Yeah. They are.
Yeah, and the people.
I took so much guff, man, for like 30 years. Just walking around talking about how stupid everybody was, and it made me feel bad. So I'm not smart, but I just think.
And the people that these places, these stores and corporations and stuff, wherever these people are working, they get a little bit of power, and they tell them, you got to make sure that people have a mask on when they come in. So when they do that, they take it totally way too far.
They feel important because obviously their lives are fucking meaningless, and they fucking need something to feel good about. So if I can order people around, that'll make them fucking important. You know?
Yep.
Yeah, they take that fucking shit way too far. Like that one dude kicked me out of every Walmart in the world. I'm like, are you fucking nuts?
He's fucking nuts.
We don't have Walmart, so
exactly.
You're safe in Australia. There's no Walmarts here.
Dude calls the cops on me, and all I was doing was, he was mad. He was mad from earlier when I was there, and he was trying to block some little guy from walking through this blue tape. And I accidentally knocked the blue tape down so the old guy could get through. And remember that video? It's like
I saw the end. I didn't see that part. I just missed it, I think.
The guy stepped right in front of the old guy and said, "You can't come through here. You got to walk all the way down and around." And I said, "Are you fucking crazy? Let this guy through. My God, are you nuts?" They were literally, because the blue tape got knocked down, he literally bumped his chest. Like he wasn't going to let this old guy with the cane get through there. I'm like, not on my fucking watch, dude. Yeah, he's the fucking hero. I still don't know what sense that made to get have people walk all the way down 12 feet or so and then around this little gate and back up and come through right where you put the blue tape up.
It's just it's just training the sheep, mate. That's all it is.
Oh my god, and then they put arrows on the floors. I was like, what in the hell is this when they first started putting the arrows down? I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you really?
Fucking reminds me of boot camp, dude. That shit, that reminds me of boot camp so fucking bad. Them stupid ass arrows that they put footprints on the floor and shit in Walmart. And I hate that. God, I hated that shit, man. That's the way it is there. And Marine Corps, dude, I mean, they
you
make
watch
you
people
stand in this place and this all where you hold
stand
your
on.
hands and how.
Yeah, people stand on the circles, mate, right on top of the circle, exactly on top of it with both feet. And it's like, fucking, what's wrong with you? I can't believe
Yes. Oh, it is amazing how well they can form, man. Reminds me of them fucking chickens
Yeah.
that play the piano for corn.
Yeah. And fast too.
I have to.
Yeah, Mad Time, man. He sees the same thing I do, man.
What's that, man?
Yeah. He said that you see the same thing.
Well, then there's no chain of
difference,
custody for these masks.
Yeah. It's the
cutting
first.
out.
Yeah. Say it again, Bolger.
I said there's no chain of custody for the masks. How's come the people that are administering the test when they find out you've got COVID? How's come they're not getting quarantined? Found you in the testing facility, does?
Yeah, I know. It's all bullshit. Nothing makes sense.
That's just two basic questions right there that blows the whole thing out of the water.
Yeah. The people.
They shut half the hospital down. Laid half the personnel off. Go ahead, brother. There's something I'm gonna have to get out and get back in. I'm talking over top of here because I got some kind of delay going on, guys.
You got a delay.
Let me get back out and come back in here.
It's my fault, man. I'm trying to get my point across.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk over top of you, brother.
It's all good, mate. I'll just have to wait for you to finish talking. That's all. Sorry.
Both you and Rick got that problem. Hey, wait till he's done talking.
Yeah, I do that. I've got a bad habit of doing that. Yeah.
What were you saying though? You go ahead and say what you were saying though.
Just trying to think what I was talking about. I'm talking about just
talking about the math. The people how they fall right in the line so damn fast and they don't think about it. They don't ask questions. They don't ask why. Okay, you want me to do this? Why do you want me to do this?
It's funny because man, things that I told people before, man, they're going to happen, and they're starting to happen now. So
right,
they can't fucking argue with it. You know what I mean? Like they could deny it up until the point that it happened, and now that it's happened, they can't hide from it anymore. But they'll still think that I'm wrong, even though it's happened. And then the next thing will happen, and then they'll, well,
right.
It won't be that bad. Things will get better eventually. It won't be like this forever. They got this false hope that things are going to improve. And the crazy thing about the COVID statistics that have been happening here for the last 27 days, there hasn't been one positive case, and no deaths for 27 days in a row. After we had thousands of people testing positive, people dying every day, it was 15, 20, thousands and thousands, and it's went up like the Rocky Mountains, fucking to a really sharp peak, and then it started dropping off when everyone had to wear masks and we had to stay home, and they shut down shut everything down, all contrived. But, the same amount of people have probably been getting tested. It wouldn't have changed that much. And, previously it was everyone was testing positive. It was off the charts, And now it's been 0 for 20 in a row. And if we have the same result tomorrow, we will have officially eradicated COVID. So it's gone. It's completely gone. But we still need a vaccine, right?
Right.
That's what they're telling us. This is what's on the news.
Welcome back,
every day, all
Volkan.
day. Yeah. Welcome back, mate.
Yeah, you got my sound better now.
Yeah, go. Yep.
Yeah,
Go ahead and say what you're saying. People lose their minds. They follow directions so fast. You tell them to fucking jump, and they're like saying what? I mean, they don't ask questions. They just say how high. How high? There's no what in there at all. What? Why do you want me to do this? Nope. Oh, okay, I'll do it.
Because
You want me
everybody
to
else
put
is
on
doing
that?
it. Don't ask it. Just stop asking questions and just do it.
Yeah.
Why you got to be so difficult, Patrick?
All common sense is completely gone. Gone, I say.
Why do you have to? Why do you have to just hate everything that the system tells you? You have to love the system. Love Big Brother. Do as Big Brother tells you to do. Just go along.
That's right. That's what I was getting ready to say. They're content. You give them an SUV, a TV set, a home in the suburbs, and a job making $50,000 a year, and their kids is in some kind of sports program at school, and they get all these shoes and shit from
everybody's fucking
science and everything, and these they're fucking satisfied, dude. They're tickled to death. There's nothing else fucking going on. What else is there? Shit make you sick.
Yeah.
You know what people?
Bunch, man.
You know what people who?
It's a whole fucking sitcom.
People that are easily satisfied with their life, and the only things they care about is collecting more trinkets, and being in perpetual debt until the day that they die.
I mean, they
might even have to they might have to hand their debt across to their children. You know what I mean? And everyone lives in debt.
Every one of these motherfuckers is driving a car that's twice as expensive what they. Right. Yeah, they're fucking going hungry trying to pay for damn cars they can afford. You see that shit all the time, man. Or got the same job you do driving around in a Cadillac Escalade.
Yeah, man. Fucking everybody drives a Mercedes here, man. It's like fucking half the fucking cars on the road are Mercedes now. I'm pretty sure everyone's not rich. You know what I mean?
Right. You know, there's Mercedes here in this country. You go to AutoZone or something just to get brake pads for the sum is expensive. People work on people's cars, man. They'd bring in.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. I'm not an idiot.
And then
that's why I never bought one.
Sometimes you have special tools to come in when you turn them and stuff.
Yeah, they got. Yeah, you need special tools. Yeah.
For him. Yeah. Things are expensive, man.
Yeah, they're cutting each other off. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, I know, man. Yeah, European cars aren't cheap to maintain and service, man. Everything's expensive, and all mechanics, mate. They just double the price, whatever it'd be for a normal car. You know, you're driving in a luxury car, mate. Boom, double the price. Everything's double.
Well, the business that I ran, if a guy come in there with a.
Go ahead, Volkan.
Yeah, you talk about. You're breaking up a bit.
It's the same thing I done with the.
Yeah, you're breaking up. You're breaking up.
Somebody come in there with just a gun that they use. Is it? Okay.
Yeah, they're the people that are lost,
There ain't anything I can
And
do
they're
about
the people that
I
always
live in
tell
boomers. I
you.
just don't have the internet.
They're the same
Yeah,
people that
you're in and out, Paul Gun.
dropping in and out, man. Yeah, the same people trying to impress everybody with driving cars they can't afford. They're the same people that tell you you only live once. You know, you got to make the most of it. You know, what else is
Right.
there? You know.
Yeah.
And that's all
So,
part of the
what's
dream.
that?
You call it the American dream, but it's the same dream everywhere, man. Everybody wants to own their own house, have a nice car, have a decent job, work till your retirement age, you know, and collect your superannuation, and you might get a little bit of a pension from the government, and then then you can start to enjoy your life, you know, just before you die, you know.
How much is gas there right now?
It's like $4.60 a gallon.
$4.60 a gallon?
Yeah.
Holy shit. It's $1.98 a gallon here.
Yeah. Yeah, we're paying $1.15 a litre. So you get less than you pay for, you know. $1
Yeah.
fucking give you 0.85 of a litre, you know, for $1.
Wow. That's crazy. But I suppose it's eventually going to come everywhere. Them type of prices.
They play with us, man. We had when we were in total lockdown. I think it went down to like 90 cents. I think 90 is like the bottom of the market now of the fuel prices. But then it can go up to $1.40, $1.45. You know what I mean? It won't quite get to $1.50, $1.49 sometimes. You know, a litre.
Yeah.
And that's $6 a gallon. Yeah, that's $6 a gallon. Man. So,
Oh, wow.
That's expensive. Yeah.
All right, Paul Gunn. He says, I'll be in chat until my internet hamster gets wound back up. With right now.
Yeah, cool, man.
The internet hamster got to get going on that wheel.
Yeah.
Well, they can really get going, can't they, on that wheel?
Yeah, mine seems to be working good at the moment.
And they always want to play in that wheel when you're trying to go to sleep. It's like, are you kidding me? You didn't play with that wheel all day long. But as soon as I lay down and go to sleep, you want to start playing in that wheel.
Yeah.
And then you got to get up and take the damn wheel out.
Clean the wheel.
Yeah, get the damn wheel out. And then all of a sudden you can hear it trying to dig into the glass. It's like, oh man. Yeah, that's when my daughter had a hamster.
I've never seen anybody have one as a pet, man. I've only ever seen it on TV. But, yeah.
Oh really? You've never seen a hamster as a pet?
No, we have some people have what are they called? It's not a hamster. Guinea pigs, man. You know what a guinea pig is?
Guinea. Yeah, my sister, her kids had guinea pigs.
Yeah, they're popular, man, and rabbits. Well, yeah, lots of little
Yeah.
boys and girls like rabbits. Man.
Yep. Volkan says, I love bunnies, but it's not much for technology. Yeah.
You're just in a bad area, man. Aren't you? Probably not a lot of cell phone towers. That's a good thing, though. That's what you want. Not too many cell phones.
Yeah, exactly. But
it's hard. He does work. I love it. I love hearing him talk about what's going on and where he is, and I reckon I'd love to live where he lives, man. I'd fit right in there, man. I'd love because he's got a way better chance, man, of living off the land, and there's like-minded people that are around him, It's good, man.
yeah, it sounds like he lives in a little bit more boonies than where I'm living.
Yeah.
Well, right now I'm in town, but I have all the woods. The woods is within walking distance where we have deer, squirrel, all kinds of animals out there, and and I know a few things that I
You're
can
not
eat
far
that
from
come
the
up.
wilderness, man. Yeah. So you can still escape the city.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. I'm in a real small town,
Yeah.
and yeah, so I got wooded area and a mountain all around me.
I'm not far from wilderness, man. I'm close to fucking we got a big mountain range, man, that sort of covers like a fair area of Melbourne. It goes from I couldn't tell you how long it is. Might be like 20, 15 miles long or something, man, or 20 miles long. So it covers a couple of, maybe even longer than that. Man. It might be like 30 miles. It goes for a fair way.
Yeah, I would say that I live in a wooded area. Bolt Gun sounds like he lives in the brush, like the thicker, more dense brush.
Yeah.
I like the wide open wooded area.
I just love nature, man. Yeah, I love nature, man.
Yeah.
I love to just sit. That's why I'm always in my backyard, man. It's the best place in the house. I'm surrounded by birds and trees and a beautiful garden, man. With
Yeah,
sunlight most of the day until it gets dark.
Yeah, my spot would my favorite spot would be up in the mountain in a cabin and out on the porch and in a rocking chair and just watching all the nature around me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'd love to have a log cabin, man. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always loved them, man. There's an area that's not too far from me, man, where there's a lot of log cabin houses, man.
Yeah.
No shit, man. Yeah. And I never liked that area much. It's a suburb, but it's an outer suburb, It's so it's not like traditional farms, where you got a bit of acreage. You know what I mean? It's just like normal house blocks, most of it.
Right.
Yeah. But it's more country,
Yeah.
more relaxed, like a small town feel. You know what I mean? Not that many people.
Yeah.
Just your basic shops, And a bigger town down the road where everybody goes and buys their shopping and shit anyway,
Yeah. Bokan says if it snows here, it's 3 days before you can get out if it drifts. Roads still gravel and dirt and clapboard bridges with no sides. Yeah, that's the old.
That's hardcore.
Out there. Yeah.
No,
he's out there. Like,
no bitumen roads, man. It's all gravel. Gravel and dirt.
He's in the type of place where I would make sure I had a gun on me.
Yeah. I think he's got that covered some, yeah.
Yeah. And talking about eating rats, every old country boy that ever lived knows squirrels are tree rats.
Squirrels are tree rats. Yeah,
That's
the
true. That's true. I've eaten plenty of squirrel.
Yeah, I reckon squirrel would probably be all right. Yeah. Be like chicken, wouldn't
Yeah, basically. It tastes a bit wild, of course, you know.
it? Yeah, gamey. You know?
Yeah. But I've eaten I mean, this is all when I was a kid. I've also eaten snapping turtle. I had an aunt that made snapping turtle soup.
That's isn't that like a protected turtle, man?
No, no. No, it's not protected around here. Deer stick their heads in the window of our bedroom early in the morning. That's cool.
That's awesome.
Deer not in my bedroom, but on my walks.
Don't shoot
I see
Bambi.
deer all the time driving.
Poor Bambi.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I wonder if we should just start winding it down. What time is it there right now?
5:15 in the evening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're about ready to get supper, right? Supper time?
No. We don't say supper, mate.
You say dinner?
We say dinner or tea. Tea is the old-fashioned way. Most people say dinner now. Yeah. We've been Americanized, huh?
Did you say tea?
Tea.
Are we gonna? Is it tea time?
Tea time. That's it, man. It used to be. That's out of fashion now. You can't say that anymore. You sound too old when you say tea.
Brandon says there's always lots of deer here. You gotta be very careful driving. Yep, that's around here too. Both when I get on Rich.
When's Thanksgiving, man? Is it today or tomorrow for you?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
You having a turkey?
No, I'm not doing anything.
No.
Just sitting home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought that squirrels would taste like nuts. That's all they eat, isn't it?
Bogan says we have gravity feeders for them built out of 4 PVCs. Oh, okay, PVC pipe. Was thinking of making some ginger lemon tea.
I bought some green tea, man. Green tea's not bad.
Pre-lemons back. I've been drinking some. It's called vanilla tea. Yeah, vanilla chai. Vanilla chai. Bigelow makes it.
I want to try and get off of coffee, man. Coffee's the only, apart from smoking cigarettes, coffee's probably the only thing that I do that I'm not happy about. You know, I want to change it. Got to transition to tea, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm in the middle of doing.
But I'm not drinking beer, you know. I'm so health conscious.
Yeah, I gave beer up a long time ago.
Yeah, I've been having a break, man, here and there. I had like I had a week off, then I had 4 days. I think when my internet went off, I didn't have a drink for a couple of 3 days, I think. Yeah. So yeah, but I only drink beer, man. You know, I don't go stupid anymore.
Cammy says, I make mine fresh, inch or two of ginger sliced thin, and a lemon also sliced thin, and boiling water.
Hmm.
You really go all out and put different shit in pizza. I just make the damn tea, put the tea bags in the water.
No, you can't go wrong with a slice of lemon, mate. Yeah, always.
Yeah. Oh yeah, all of that sounds really good.
Yeah.
I mean I like it all like that, but I just don't do it that way. You know, I just do the easy. Just boil the damn water and throw the tea bags in there. Drink it just like that. Sometimes I put a little milk in it, or
Nah, you can't. No. I used to drink white tea, man, with sugar. Yeah, but it's probably pretty close replacement for coffee, man, if you do it that way. But I want to drink.
Yeah,
I want to drink.
I pretty much just drink it plain. I mean, like right now, I have it hot, but it's plain.
So your normal tea, man. Yeah, you're not getting any real benefit from it, man. I think it's got caffeine in it as well, man. You know, so
yeah.
And it was another chemical, lactine or some shit. But yeah, you're probably better off, going with the herbal teas, man. You know, the green teas and they all apparently have different effects on you too, man. Like the one will help your nerves, and one will help your blood pressure, and the other one will give you more.
Gee, which one will help the nerves?
What's that?
I said, gee, which one will help the?
Yeah, green tea is really good, man. That's a good basic one to use, man. That's Chinese, you know.
You don't know, do you?
What's that?
Which tea helps the nerves?
Well, you can make your own special tea if you like. Yeah. Better to smoke it.
Alrighty. Few of them, I like Eastern food these days. This one boosts.
My mum was right into. My mum was right into herbal teas, and she was right into all that.
Ballgun said, I used to eat a good bit of snapping turtle before I found it to be an unclean meat in the Bible. It was one of my favorite meats. Oh wow! I wouldn't have known. I was just a kid when I had it, so I don't. Hopefully that won't go against me.
I know one thing, man. That Aborigines who live in the north of Australia, right at the top, in the middle, around Darwin.
Right.
They and probably the top of Queensland as well. But most of them are there's a lot in Darwin, you know, and they live off the land a lot, you know, and they grow up eating turtles, man. They all eat turtles, but they die of high cholesterol, man, and heart problems and shit because there's too much. They're too rich in protein, I think. They're really they're too much, man. Your body can't break it down. It just gets stored into fat, you know.
Right.
And, yeah, they eat a pretty healthy diet, man. They live off the land, but the turtles, they don't help their health, man. They die young, you know.
Yeah. Prelim, if you eat organic for a while, you will notice the taste of preservatives in various foods.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Brenda said, Cammy, I do that too. Nothing better than the real thing. I love my coffee, but he is good at night. I like having chamomile tea.
Chamomile tea. Yeah, that's
Chamomile tea.
yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. That helps you sleep, though. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
noticed a difference with organic salsa and commercial salsa. Hmm. Hello, Melissa. Preliminal. It oops, totally does taste different. I just love the apples, etc. Eat organic for long enough, you won't like the taste of synthetic foods.
Yeah, true. I believe that. I can't drink soft drink anymore, man. I can't. I just hate it.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
I don't drink them very often. I actually, now I think of it, I haven't had one in a couple of weeks. But usually I'll have one or two a week.
Yeah, I stopped years ago, man.
Yeah.
All that shit away. Yeah. When I first tried to stop, man, I was worried about the sugar, because I started fucking having problems with my teeth, wisdom teeth and shit. Right. So yeah, I went to fucking diet Pepsi, I think it was. Pepsi Max, that shit.
Yeah.
And then I found out about aspartame, so I stopped.
Pepsi free.
Yeah, I stopped drinking any diet any. I just got away from all that shit. Yeah, I worked that out. And then I just went to water and juice, man. After that.
Yeah. It's all sugar. Water tastes very similar to me. I love jasmine tea. Only one that seems like different is root beer or Dr. Pepper, and that's just a different sugar water taste. Yeah, I heard all that diet soda stuff, the stuff that's in it.
Aspartame, man.
Yeah, the aspartame is like rat poison.
Yeah. It's fucking carcinogenic, man. It'll give you cancer.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah. Real bad. And it's and it's made in the laboratory, man, and it's a bacterial feces. That's what they make it out of,
I wonder how we would feel if we fucking ate, all fresh food that didn't have any chemicals all our life. If we would have eating and been grew up in a different scenario, a loving world, no hate. Yeah. The news, you turn the news on and all they have is bad shit on there. Oh, they might throw one miracle in there or one love story in there. Yeah. But 99.9% of it's all bad news all the time.
Fee. Everything. Fee.
Yeah. Oh. No wonder why people are. I'm so glad that I broke out of that. I don't know how it happened, but
I think in a way, man, it helps you to deal with the world, knowing that it's all bullshit. You know what I mean? I think people who buy into what's going on, especially what's going on now, man, with this COVID shit. They're wearing masks. They're scared of their own shadow. They're living in a constant state of fear, and they've got all their faith in the government. Providing them with the cure, with the vaccine. You know what I mean?
I remember when this very first started, and people were. You walk past people in a grocery store, and they're literally jumping out of the way. Jumping out of the way to get away from you. Wow.
Yeah, our fucking laws have been relaxed more now. We don't have to wear masks outside. I can hear myself now.
Yeah.
That's all good. But yeah. So I make sure that I don't when I'm outside. Just nothing at all, you know. Because we have to wear it for work, you know. But when I'm in the factory or in the office, man, you got to wear it. But in the factory, I barely wear it. I don't cover my. I try not to even cover my mouth there. So my mouth and my nose are both exposed. Just got it on my chin, you know. But if I have to go in the office, then I've got to pull it up, you know, over my nose for fucking like 5 minutes or whatever, and then fucking pull it back down again. You know what I mean? That's only short periods that I have to fucking do that. But yeah, when I get to work in the morning, man, I get a coffee. I don't put my mask on at all, man. I make a coffee. I go and have a smoke, and before I start work, and then I walk through the factory with my coffee because I don't have to wear a mask because I'm drinking coffee, right? So get fucked.
Oh
You
my
know what
God.
I mean? I don't put my mask on until I finish drinking my coffee, and I don't give a fuck. And yeah, we have to sign a book, a COVID safe fucking book to register that we're at work, even though we've got fucking time cards that we fucking clock on with, you know. So
Wow.
we've got a double clock on, so you got to like initial a box on the day that you're there, you know. I'm just putting crosses in every box, man. It's like fuck off. Not even fucking putting my initials. Everyone's put their initials in it.
Wow.
So, yeah, you can get.
That's bullshit.
And basically, that's saying that you agree with all the fucking directions and you'll follow the fucking COVID safe fucking plan, and you know what I mean. So you're handing your liability away. You've claimed by doing it. You're agreeing to all the bullshit. You know what I mean.
Right.
So,
yeah, I've been watching Max thing go down with his not you know who I'm talking about?
Max Egan.
No. I'm talking about Mac, the guy in Canada.
Oh, Mac.
That guy.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching his court case and stuff. Because he didn't quarantine when he came back, and then he eventually got thrown in jail for not quarantining. So this is a first in history. So we're gonna watch how this goes down.
Man, this could fucking throw it all out the window, man. He could get rid of all the stupid laws, you know, all the fines that have to be refunded.
He's got.
And he said he'll set the if he fucking gets away, if he does what we hope, man, he'll set a precedent, and it'll all be thrown out the window, man, and then could fucking end it all, man. This is fucking huge, man. Yes.
Right. Yeah, so I've been watching.
Everybody should be subbed to him, man, and watching his channel, man. Everyone.
Yeah. If I don't know how it would run in here. I mean, we could try it and see if we can pull up a little bit of his what he went through. Him talk about it, if I can find the right.
Yeah, Brian and Karen interviewed him. That was yesterday.
Yeah.
The guy that's helping him put up a video as well, but Brian shared that on his channel as well, man. That's still up, I think. What's his name? Dave something?
Which one was he?
Hey? The guy that's telling Mac what to say, giving him, the paperwork and shit.
Yeah, his attorney, you mean?
What is it?
You're talking about his attorney?
Yeah, the guy that's helping him with all the common law shit.
Yeah, I don't know if
This season, impress someone special with a nice package.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm just looking for the video here. I'm gonna go to his station. I hear the birds in the background singing a tune.
It's nearly sunset. Look, they're all coming out here.
Come on. Okay, so we got few updates live tonight or Vancouver. That's a 2-hour one. Catching up with Zoom Truth, November 20th. Going for free B Day Burger. Okay, let's see. I think it's the few updates on the live. You can't see anything yet, right?
Brian Stavely 3, man. That was the channel that I saw both of those videos on.
Yeah, I'm on Mac's channel.
Jason's show,
Oh, yeah.
Secrets of Saturn.
Okay, so I gotta screen share it. Move us over. Screen share. Okay, so he's gonna pop in here. Can you see it now?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, let's see if this works.
Was he live now?
Were you recently injured in a car accident? Look at this check for $160,000. If you're looking to get money you're owed for an injury, I want you to imagine you and your family getting that.
Fucking ambulance chaser.
What's up? What's up? What's up? The tune, the Glober. Yes. Brown respect. What's up, Ender? Talia. Fusion Denver City. Mr. Law. Love. Did I say love or live? I gotta go change the title. Fucking Ladyboy can't leave me alone on Facebook. Go over there, Jay Zima, Carl Taylor, head over there. Fucking give that guy another fucking verbal bitch slapping. You guys a loser. Alvin Kumar. All right. What's going on, guys? Look at another rainy, typical Vancouver. Got some November rain happening. Maybe I should have played some GNR. Probably would have got a copyright for some GNR music. Oh yeah, so I'll be live tonight with McToon or MC Toon. I don't know how to say his name. I'll have to ask him. I think it's McToon. I prefer to say MC Toon. But yeah, that'll be 6 o'clock Pacific time. I don't know how much of a debate that'll be, but more, it'll be more of a discussion, I think. Might as well get my mind off everything and talk flat earth for an hour or so. So I'll put the link, Jay Zima, if you can, if you got the link, you can put it in. Put it, if you're on your laptop, put it in the comments as well, and then I'll pin the comment later. And also, I was on with Brian and Karen this morning, so it's a pretty good show. I don't think he'll upload it anywhere to YouTube, but it'll go on his website later. But you got 3 days if you want to hear that conversation we had this morning. It was a pretty good show. So we'll put a link in for that as well. Mr. Zima, my personal assistant. Alex Critical Inception had
Live TV from 85 plus channels with local sports and news. YouTube TV. Try it free.
Treat yourself to a Black Friday deal. Find exclusive offers on Nest smart home devices and more. Treat yourself to
soccer debate. And we're going to talk about his new Flat Earth diss rap. It's a pretty good. I don't know rap that well, so my opinion on
We're still on. You coming back, Patrick? What's going on? Anybody here? I think we're done. Oh, he's back. He's back.
Oh man, that did not go. That did not go right.
What happened there?
I was trying to get. I thought it would be faster if I went through Brian's channel, so I was waiting for them to post the link up in the chat like they said they were going to.
Yeah.
And he asked them, and the link that I clicked on, what I don't even know what the hell that was.
Hey?
What was that? Did you recognize that guy?
was like trying to play the video, man, but it just wouldn't play, man, and then it just died in the ass.
Okay.
It was. I thought it was. I thought you were doing all that, wasn't you?
Yeah, it was me. I'm just saying that when the guy was talking, you guys seen that the guy was talking, and he said, "Post that the link in there." Mac was talking. He said, "Post the link into the Brian and Karen show."
Oh yeah.
So the people posted a link in there, and I clicked on it, and it was not that. It wasn't the link to the show.
Ah, that's trippy, isn't it?
Yeah. So now I gotta go and find like Brian and Karen show. Do you know when they posted it?
Oh man, would have been what, 24 hours ago? Maybe not even that long.
Okay. So 24 hours ago.
It was on Brian Stavely 3. That's what he shared it on.
Yeah.
But they recorded it on D Live and then uploaded it later, you know.
Oh, it's on D Live. It's not on. It's
no,
not
it wasn't.
on
I watched it on. I don't have D Live, man. I watched it on YouTube. Brian Stavely 3.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. With Karen B.
So what did you take from it that's going on? What did you take from it?
Well, they definitely don't want him to go into court, man, and serve the paperwork on them and ask for them to prove that they have jurisdiction over a living man, because they can't. And the whole thing is going to be brought down, man. Like the COVID hoax is going to be exposed if it goes into court, man. You know what I mean?
Hello.
They don't want that to happen.
Karen and I are going to go live.
Yeah.
You playing something?
Oh shit. What the hell did I do that for?
Yeah, that's why every fine that's been challenged here has been cancelled. Every single fine, man. Not one. There's no one who's going to court over this shit. I don't want it to go to court, man.
Yeah, I can bring his D Live up.
Yeah, sure.
Let me see if I can find it. Where is the play? See, I'm not familiar with, like, you punch on D Live, okay?
Yeah,
Have you been on D Live before?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like where the hell do you press the play button to watch it?
Oh, you found it.
I'm gonna pop this up. I'm gonna screen share this and see if you guys know how to navigate around this.
Yeah, I'm not the right person to ask, man.
So here we have Brian Stavely's D Live channel, and I'm looking on here for a play the video button, or do you have to? I don't remember my password and all that shit to sign in. Do you have to sign in to listen to a damn video?
I wouldn't think so. Man. Drag your mouse across the screen, man. There's no play.
Do you
button.
see me?
Yeah, I
you
see
see
your
me
mouse.
dragging it across?
Yeah. It's got to be there somewhere, man.
Where's the play button?
Maybe you need to log in first or something. I don't know.
Please follow my backup channel. Come on. I don't see a play button. What the fuck is up with this shit?
It says streamer is offline. Checking later, man. Maybe that's why you can't.
Show timestamp. It's. I wonder if I should click on this D-Live Dose of Reality show. Please follow my backup channel. Should I go to his backup channel?
Yeah. No.
Like maybe he played it on here. I guess I'm on D-Live. I guess I should get used to the format if I'm gonna play videos ever on D-Live.
Yeah. You gotta work it out, man.
This is another. This looks like another D-Live. I think we're better off just going. Click that down. Click that off. Let's just go to his channel and look for it. Videos. So let's see.
I watched it. I watched it last night, man. So unless it's been taken down, it should still be there.
It must be this one here. Oh, here it is. Found it. Am I not sharing?
Nah, you're not sharing, man. I can hear it, but I can't see it.
Oh, I'm not screen sharing.
No.
I thought I was screen sharing. Hold on a second. Here it comes.
Yeah. This is the shame. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. As soon as I start it, you want to pause yourself. I'm gonna take myself. I'm gonna take myself totally out for a little bit because that way it'll play better. So here we go. I'm gonna play it.
Since y'all wanna try to walk in the midst of the great awakening, you're worried about and found it first. Drop your ego, cause it's not a lesson, it's a fucking curse. Real true detriment to this awakening. This fellow truth is fighting over such petty things. It doesn't matter if you're 9/11, Mandela, or Flat Earth. Even if you talk about the alleged non-stop from Chile to Perth. Even if you know that no airplanes came even near the towers. By not researching other topics, you're only enabling the ruler's power. Hiding knowledge is how they got to rule over us. Yet even knowing this, amongst each other we still fight fuss. It's time to stop the finger pointing, anointing someone as the next shill. You make baseless accusations and you claim you took the red pill. I am the bridge. I'll help put together the puzzle. You have a piece, I have a piece. So why go and apply our own muzzle? Let's progress the conversations and ignore the trolls. We already know their stories are completely full of holes. Not their fault, it was pushed by satanic assholes. Let's pool our research and drop the infighting. We can clash down on these bastards like a bolt of lightning. I know your reality shifting around can be so frightening, but don't be down.
To work.
I've never live streamed from D Live, so I don't know. Oh, the camera up there.
Okay, I'm fixing it right now. Sorry about the rough intro, guys. Yeah, it is fixed underneath now. It just sucks that the notification went out with the wrong thing. But at least now, when it's in the trending thing, people will see the correct title. Karen, can you intro the show real quick while I just change this? I want to add a little more into the title.
You want me to intro the show?
Yeah, tell everybody hi.
Oh, well, hello, everyone. Welcome to the Dose of Reality show with Brian Stabley and Karen B and Mac Parhar. And the date today, Flat Earth Fokker. The date today is November 24th, 2020. It's Tuesday. And we're here to get an update on Mac and his court case and being arrested for violating quarantine after going to Flattoberfest. Shout out to Flattoberfest.
Yeah, best time.
Shout out to Flattoberfest. Absolutely.
Super Spreader Event 2020.
Cool. And our title is fixed on the show. So thank God. But most of our people, they're all going to be here anyway. So it doesn't really matter that much. Okay. So where am I? My camera's off. Real quick, before we get into Mac stuff, I'm going to tell everybody here my situation, because I know some of you guys are already like, fuck YouTube, and you don't use that shit. And you've been over here on D Live. YouTube just took down the Real News Online channel. That's the oldest channel I have. It's my second biggest channel. It's not my main, but my main backup, where there was 700 something videos, and I had about 5,000 subscribers, which isn't bad for a backup. Mac can't even get 5,000 subscribers because they fucking haven't moved this number up in like 2 years. I don't get it. You've been at 3,000 subs for like forever. I don't understand.
I just passed 4,000 this week. Actually, I'm at 4,000 and like 2 right now. I noticed that I hit somebody. He said congrats. I was like, oh, I'm at $4,000, so I just got the 4K. Then it went up to 406, and then it dropped back to 4,000, and I'm just like, oh, you know, they're obviously not promoting our channels. They don't want them to grow. People sub. So
oh yeah,
who knows what's up with that?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna tell you guys my plan a little bit, and we can all talk about the censorship a little bit, and then we'll get into Mac's current situation. Real quick, I'm gonna go through it. They took the channel out. I'm gonna do my live streams here. I'm gonna completely say fuck YouTube when it comes to live streams. I'll try and upload some shows, but I'm not gonna upload them all because some of them I just know they're gonna get a strike. So those videos can all be found at the archive on my website. My mods can help out with that. The video archive at the Real News Online. Ironically, the same. That's why the YouTube channel is named that, not ironically. But therealnewsonline.com, video archive, and you can find my newest videos there. I'm getting a little feedback from you, Mac. What is that?
Sorry,
from you.
Sorry, man. Is that better?
No. Doubt me on it, anybody, because you can't talk about COVID being a hoax. You can't talk about Sandy Hook being a hoax. You can't talk about 9/11 being a hoax. You can talk about the Earth being flat, and you can talk about the Mandela effect being
background. Pull it out once in a while if I want to make a comment in the chat. So, I mean, we got to do what we got to do because we can't sit there and be silent. And I understand understand. You got to make videos. You got to make content and talk about what's going on, because that's what you do right now more than me. And I try to do activism more or just hang out with people. But, we got to get that out of us. So we need a platform. It's just unfortunate that, we got to go to these platforms that aren't as good as YouTube.
I want to show something, some people something before we go on about DLive that some people don't even know, which is crazy to me. But even though DLive doesn't have great ways to save all your stuff, DLive does have replays. If you just click replay,
and expose these dumb fucks.
Oh,
So
I didn't
then-
know that. We didn't see the screen because the angle of the camera. We seen you talking with the laptop. I thought it was definitely video.
No, so luckily Buddy went to the car. He had a Bluetooth speaker on in his car. So he ran and grabbed that within like 5 minutes before when the sheriff was, I'll see if I can get you a video link. So he went to find it, and then he goes, no, it's not going to be video. Just phone that number. So it was like teleconference. So Buddy's running his car, get a Bluetooth. I'm trying to hook it up, make sure the volume's good. And then they're like, call in right now. The sheriff opens the door, call in right now. So, it was all these games. And, it wasn't like I could be perfectly calm and ready for my arraignment hearing. Basically, they just wanted to set a trial date, and I'm not consenting to them to give a trial date. But there's all this stuff going on. I'm tired, and I don't know about the speaker. We can get the volume loud enough. People want to hear all this stuff going on, and I missed a couple of lines. There was a couple of fumbles on my part, which I don't feel good about. Basically, with everything else that's going on, just my energy, lack of sleep, and all of that, and just fumbling to set up. But yeah, they're pretty criminal. They just ignore any objections we have. They ignore the fact that they need to prove jurisdiction. They're like, well, we're just here to set a trial date. We're just here to try to set a trial date. So a lot, before we think that, we got a speeding ticket or this ticket or that, we have to go to trial, and that's where we defend ourselves. But that's a lie, because once you go into trial, you're already under their jurisdiction. They already own the legal name fiction, the all caps name. That's their property. So anything that we're saying as a man, they just ignore that. As a living being, they just ignore it. And we don't know that. It's completely criminal and fraudulent. But I was able to stand up with the energy of the people behind me and all the support, all the messages I got, that I didn't submit to their jurisdiction. But at the end, when I stood up to her, and then she was like, hold on a sec. Then she just comes back and says, Mr. Parr, I'm going to ask you to come to courtroom, whatever. Fuck, I totally had another fumble brain fart, and I should have said, well, I decline your offer. You know what I mean? And I agreed, and I said, okay. And then and then she's like, well, just the sheriff will bring you up. And then I just didn't even, it took me like 10 seconds to realize what had just happened. And I'm like, oh my God, now I got to go into court. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to stand up to him in court. But I didn't want to. But Christopher was like, okay, well, if you agreed, now you should go in and be honorable. But then I kind of was talking to the sheriff about it. I go, well, find out if I have to go in, or if they're asking me to go in, or if I have to go in. And so he left, and he came back and he said, well, you're required to go in. What the fuck is required?
He also asked you what? Tell them what else he asked you.
Yeah, it'll be in a second. So he asked if it's if I'm required to go in, and I know he said you're required to go in. And my first thing was like, oh, I better go in. That's just how we think. That's how we're programmed. Oh, there's this court, there's this law. We gotta do what it tells us to do. But I'm really trying to think differently. Like, what do you mean require? Who owns me? why am I required? Like if Brian goes to me right now, you know, take off your shirt and show me your tits, you know, you're required. I'm not required to do anything, right? So so I told him, well, that's not clear. I need to know if it's an order or what, and or if it's an offer. And he's like, okay, I'll go find out. And he goes, are you gonna wear a mask? I said, no, I'm not wearing a mask. He goes, okay. And I go, the guy coming in with me is not wearing a mask either. So he comes back, leaves us out in the cold for another 10, 15 minutes, brings a piece of paper and goes, oh, here you go. This is your trial date. And I didn't know what he was handing me. And then once I saw it, good thing Christopher's on the phone with me. He's like, don't accept that. Give it back to them. And I tried to get back to the sheriff. He was like, no, it's yours. I go, no, buddy, I don't want it. I don't accept it. And luckily the sheriff grabbed it back. So I don't have a court date. They're trying to push a court date down my throat. They're trying to get me into trial. They're so fucking criminal. They haven't proven jurisdiction. They need to establish jurisdiction that this Quarantine Act and their stupid courtroom charade applies. But no, they just shove it down our throats. It's so fucking criminal, man. So right now, things are up in limbo. Chris says that if the judge has set a court date, trial date, now they're just going to mail that to you and expect you to be there. So it just created more work. It could have ended. I mean, it might have ended yesterday if I just stood up to them. I mean, they still may have been like, well, this is your court date. You got to come. It's just so fucking bizarre how these people operate like that. Nobody else can do that. I can't make anybody give them a piece of paper and be like, you got to be at my house to vacuum for me next Saturday. Here's your order. Like, here's your piece of paper. It's fucking bizarre how they operate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and nobody ever stands up to them, especially like you are right now. And I loved when you were on with the judge. A few things. First off, she was like, she was nice at first, and then like when she got the idea that like, yeah, I don't consent to none of this. Like, you have to prove jurisdiction, and she realized you were sticking to it. Then she started to try and throw the credentials at you, like you have to call her Her Honor or something. You're like, okay, Suzanne. And then you're like, is that a what is it, a request or an order? Because if that's an order, well, then my rate is $1 per second for my time. I was like, yes, he told the judge that.
Yeah.
Well, I kept calling her Suzanne, and she goes, it's not Suzanne, it's your worship. And I'm like, okay, your honorable Suzanne. Yeah.
I mean, that's my honor, your worship. I'm gonna go there knowing this is fake and what you're trying to put me through, and you think I'm gonna fucking call
Your
you
worship.
Your worship,
Yeah, right.
Like, Suzanne.
That's ridiculous.
I gotta pee. I gotta pee.
Yeah, I've been in traffic court a lot, and the justices of the peace, you refer to them as your worship. You can call them your honor, but I mean, it's your worship. And if you have an actual judge, it's supposed to be your honor. So yeah, I play that game. You go to court and you try to be polite. I mean, you want to be polite to them and refer to them in their proper thing, because we're brainwashed like, oh, they're not just another man or woman wearing a black robe, that, oh, they have some high esteem or high level. So, you know, you refer them to them as that. And Christopher's just like, no, man, I call him Bob or Susie. Listen, Bob, listen, you know. And it's just so funny. The lady's name happens to be Suzanne, so Susie. And then she goes, call me it's your worship. And I go, and then Christopher says, you know, you could call him the honorable lady woman known as Suzanne or something like that. So I called her the Honorable Suzanne. She goes, it's not Honorable Suzanne, it's your worship. and then she kept asking me about the court date. Yeah, and it was just like, whoa, like, you know, who would think to say that? Whoa, is that a request? Are you asking me to, or are you ordering me? You're asking me, okay, I decline. No, I don't want to come. Sorry, you can't make me. Am I your property? And then if it's an order, well, I don't work for free.
Yeah.
You know, I don't do anything for free. So nobody
That's right. That's what you have to talk to them in terms of commerce, because that's what it's all about money. Once you get involved in the system, you know it's about money. And we've all seen it too. We've all seen that the high-priced attorney will get criminals off. It's all about how much money gets forked out, how much money you're willing to spend. You know, it depends on how things turn out in your favor in this court system. But really the trick is you don't have to play that game. Like Mac is saying, like Christopher James has been telling Mac, they don't have jurisdiction over you. No man can be above another. Okay, nobody has jurisdiction over you except the creator and yourself, and that's it. So when they come to you, it's like what Mac is saying, where you get intimidated when you hear about a court order, or the court is requesting you to show up, or you feel like you have to, or you know, you're in trouble, like a child in trouble with their parent. Okay, but that's not how it is. They're not your parent. You're an adult, and you don't have to play their game. So if they're going to start dragging you in there, that's where this comes into, where Mac's saying they charge for your time. Well, it's like, okay, well, my time is valuable, and if you want to come waste my time, well, this is what I charge. Right? Because that's what's happening. And if you talk to them that way, then they understand it in that way, and they'll let you go.
Well, hopefully they have to acknowledge that we're living man or woman, right? Because that if we're going on the assumption that we're the all caps name, which we're all doomed
yeah, that's
believe.
the other part of it. You can't, if you walk in there and they say, are you, this person, are you like for you it's a Canadian citizen, or are you a US citizen? You say, no, I'm a living woman who resides on the land of, or like I would say, North Carolina. I'm a North Carolinian who resides on the land, southeast of this building, wherever you're standing. I'm a living woman. And no, you don't have gender, and if you separate yourself from that straw man, that's where their jurisdiction ends. They have jurisdiction over that straw man, what do you call it? That false entity.
Legal fiction.
Right. The legal fiction, right? That person that doesn't exist, the person they created to suck you into their system. So once you say, no, that's not me, then that's it. They lose jurisdiction over you.
Yeah, the week before, my paperwork is so strong, and I said, do you have my paperwork? She opened up the file, saw that I had claimed myself, or told them that I'm a living man, my thumbprint's on there. She stopped me from entering, coming before the bar, because once she can't deal with living man, woman. I'm not her property. It comes on a property, and you're talking about parents. Well, our children are our property until they're old enough, right? So nobody can administer property without rights. But because that living fiction is their property, they created it, then they have full control of it. I mean, Amanda Volmar was telling me when she was in court one time, she was already beyond the bar, and she'd established herself as a living woman. The judge stopped talking to her. She became invisible. Amanda became invisible. So the judge completely ignored her, had conversations with the Crown like Amanda wasn't even in the room. And Amanda's, I'm right here. And the judge ignored her. And then Amanda started talking and say, I know you can still hear me, blah, 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 blah. But the Crown says, well, this lady I think she's crazy. She doesn't think she's a person. We need to get her a psych evaluation. So the judge ignored Amanda. She's invisible. And with the Crown, agreed that the prosecution could order a psych evaluation on Amanda because she doesn't think she's a person. While Amanda's right there 10 feet away, who's already established herself as a living woman. It's crazy how criminal these fuckers are.
They are criminal.
And that's why I couldn't step onto the past the bar onto their ship, because then I'm a living man and she can't communicate with the living man. She can only deal with the fictitious entity of my all caps name. So I'm really beginning to see this fraud, and how the see it firsthand, getting really more and more clear on how things work.
At what point would you have been in too deep as far as letting them claim you as their property, where you wouldn't be able to back out with the help of somebody like Christopher? Or like, if it goes to trial, you're already fucked. Like, you're already in too deep. You've already consented too far in, or is there always still a way out? Because some people are probably watching this that are like, well, fuck, I already said too much, and here I am at this point, past where Mac is at.
It's harder to get out later on. I mean, if they send the trial date, I don't know how I'm going to fight that. I mean, as far as I know, I could refuse the mail or return to sender. But I don't know what's going to happen if the trial date comes and goes and I didn't show up there. Are they going to put warrants out for my arrest? Because I don't know how those fine details work. But if I did a plea and they're like, okay, or if I accepted it, if I gave them consent and said March whatever date she's giving me, yeah, I'm available those dates. Well, now I've just dug myself a hole. I mean, can I not come out of that hole? No, I'm still a living, breathing man. There has to be remedy. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure down the line I could get there. And one thing you can do, like Tom Barnett talks about it, is get the judge to admit that you're a man or woman, like even after the fact.
So that's basically what I wanted to show. What was going on with him over in Canada. That is what's going to be going on everywhere.
Yeah, it was good, man. Yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah, that's really rough what he's going through. He's got this attorney telling him how to do this stuff, and that it's a whole new way of doing stuff, and he's taking a big risk, because at any time if he fucks up, they can snap him up and throw him in jail.
Well, he's testing the system, man, and the system's protecting itself, because that's why they don't want him in the courtroom, mate, because it's admitting that it's all a fraud, man, if he actually gets his point across, man. And if it goes national, man, yeah, well, people are going to wake up in droves, man. Be a game changer, and then everything has to be thrown out the window. He can reverse it all, man.
Right.
Setting a precedent.
Well, I can't believe that. I feel like I just lost an hour, because it was just 2 hours that we had in on the stream. Now we got 3.25 hours in now.
Yeah, I think it was like 3 hours when you started playing the video, man.
Was it?
Where?
Wow. Yeah. So I think that's good for tonight. I got to get some sleep. Got to get up early. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
So you guys celebrate Thanksgiving over there tomorrow? Or?
Doesn't mean anything to us. We're
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we do Black Friday now though. That's been happening for about 5 years, I think.
Yeah, I guess why would you celebrate Thanksgiving, right?
It's got nothing to do with us, man.
I wish you a happy tomorrow.
Oh yeah, just another day, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, have fun, mate. You're not going to see anybody tomorrow. You're not going to have a dinner or anything.
Me, I'm staying at home. I'm not doing anything. But I do still have to go to the clinic real quick tomorrow. Tomorrow morning. So yeah.
It's a public holiday, man, on a Thursday,
Yeah.
yeah. Wow. So
Yeah, suppose.
it's always the same date. Yeah, right. Whatever date
Yeah.
it falls on. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's always on Thursday. It always lands on Thursday.
Oh, it's always a
They
Thursday.
make-
Well, last Thursday.
Yeah, they always.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the
Right.
second. Yeah, it is last Thursday of the month. Yeah.
Yeah.
It used to be different. It used to be the third Thursday of the month.
No.
That's what I remember, it being the third Thursday. But anyways, all right. Do you want to say anything before we check out, Mad Pieman?
No, man, been good to talk to you. Good to talk to Bolt Gun as well. And yeah, good to see everybody here.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming on, and it's always nice to hear what's going on over in Australia at this point.
Yeah. We got a reprieve, mate, until the vaccine comes out in March, April.
Yeah.
Try and enjoy the last Christmas.
All right. All right, Mad Pieman. I will talk to you later.
Yeah, take it easy, mate. Have a good sleep.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, see you, mate.
So thanks a lot, everybody, for joining. I really appreciate everybody being in here. I love you guys, and stay vigilant. Don't let that box suck you in. I'll tell you, watching one newscast, there's some good actors in there to get. I mean, really thinking that this shit's going on, how much in fear they are. I just feel for them, because just watching a little bit of that nightly news, boy, I was in fear. Oh, these poor people. All right. Love you guys, and I will talk to y'all later, and make sure that you stay vigilant. I wonder if I should play as I go out, I am going to play my Propagate to Light. Thanks for putting this up for me, and good night, everyone.
Welcome to Patrick Roberts, our new